What's good? This is loud as fuck in my ears. Oh man. Oh man. I also have to say before I get started, I accidentally did like normal latency, so I might be like a little slow in responding to your guys' chat. I literally just realized that before I hit the go live button. That's kind of unfortunate. So I'm gonna be seeing your guys' chats like a little bit slower than usual. But I like miss half them anyway. So it's fine, right? It's fine. Anyway, this is like the first, damn, I haven't done like a for funsies stream in forever, but this is something I did last year, at the end of 2024, beginning of 2025. And I don't know, I think it's kind of fun. Is it like a little masturbatory? Probably, but I don't know, it's been a rough year, so I want to like at least praise some of this stuff, but also criticize some of my work. And maybe, I don't know, maybe it's interesting for you to hear how I'm feeling about my own work, and maybe that'll conflict with what you're feeling. I think I have every single video down. I'm pretty sure there's like, what? There's not that many. I feel like I have more videos than I actually do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 by like, what's that, like 35? All right, I got 38 videos. I feel like I have more. Damn, I don't even have 50? That's crazy. That's crazy. But anyway, I'm gonna be going through every single video because I feel like my feelings on everything changes as I keep going, you know. I wish I don't have the video up or the stream up of last time I ranked all my vids, but it'd be interesting to see like how things change or stay the same, right? But yeah, could you post a tier list link in Discord when you're done? That'd be fun. Yeah, I could do that. I could do that. I gotta figure out how. Is there like a share option, or is it just copying the link? I guess share on Twitter. No, that's lame. I don't want to tweet that out. That's arrogant. That's the most arrogant tweet. I just hop back on Twitter just to post clips of my shit. That'd be so arrogant if I'm just like, hey guys, rank my videos. But yeah, baby. Well, I'm trying to get some like nice peaceful music. I got like antsy today. I don't know why. Today was a very antsy day. Today was a very antsy day. So we're trying to just like take it easy to the highest degree in which one can take it easy. You know what I'm saying? Nice and smooth. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Why do I have class in this? Get fucked, dude. So I feel like starting with my first video, first, I guess we'll go through the rankings. The one, well, I wonder what that is. S, I think, is like some of my best ones. Like, I would show that to anybody, and ones that I'm like super proud of. Your tweets jump scare me, bro. You were the last person I was going to come back. It's a whole thing. I don't think any of my videos are bad. I personally think if it was bad, I wouldn't think I'd post it. I think the lowest is like mid. Like, I'm like, you can skip that one. You know what I'm saying? If someone's like, oh, I'll peep that, you can skip that one. I think C's like decent, which is mid, but it's kind of the positive side of mid. I think mid's like a 5 or like a high 4, when like a decent's like a low 6 to a 5. You know what I'm saying? This is like the greats, right? This is yeah. I feel like we don't need all of these. Maybe we might need all of these. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. And then A and B. I mean, I don't think we need all of these, right? I feel like... yeah, we don't need all of these. We don't need all of these. Delete row. Yeah. Just be mid. Right, yeah, because C is like mid. C is like mid. Mid. I like this. Pretty good. And this is good. This is a good video. Again, this is my opinion. I'm only really comparing myself to myself. So amongst like the other YouTube populace or what have you, whatever you want to compare me to, it's probably gonna be different, right? But this is the way I feel about my stuff. Starting with the first video I ever posted, and it's so funny to look back that I really started this channel doing Pokemon stuff, because now I'm currently trying to like get Pokemon back on my resume a little bit more. But at first, I was kind of a Pokemon channel. As you can see, every other upload was Pokemon for like a hot minute there. I mean, it was only for like 7 videos, so it wasn't really that crazy. But a lot of the very early people on will know that I was very anal about like, oh, I don't want to be a Pokemon channel. I want to be Nintendo Variety. For anybody that's like trying to get into YouTube or starting anything, do not worry about getting pigeonholed or niche down. That is like the worst thing you can do to stop yourself. Like just create things, you know? Like it's such an easy excuse to give yourself, right? Like, oh, I don't want to whatever. With that being said, this video, it's probably a C, but I actually like this one just because it's with my friend, it's with my buddy Tobin, who voice of Zero, voice of Morpho Knight in the last Kirby Nuzlocke. He has a lot of voice acting, and it's just me and him being goofy. I still like a lot of the jokes in that one. Having a niche is better than nothing. You can always move out later. Very true. Very true. Very true. Very true. I remember you posted a video about Voltorb and Electro. Yeah, that was on my other channel, my video essay one. But I still find some enjoyment out of this one. Like, I'll go back to it personally and watch it, but that's purely out of, like, coziness, I guess, and, like, nostalgia bias. Really, it's not that good. It was first to catch a shiny Pokemon in Legends Arceus Wins, which was, like, a really big thing at the time. These, like, first to catch videos, right? And I feel like here, just to give you guys some flavor, I can, like, run the video in the background so you're not looking at a blank screen. So it was definitely like capitalizing on that craze a little bit. But the problem with it was it's first to catch one shiny starter. So there was no checkpoints. There was no plots. The video kind of ends. It's like nothing really happens. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no progression. There was no progression. And that was like a pretty important lesson, I feel like, in my YouTube journey. That was like a big thing that I learned from that, right? Is like videos need to progress. However, there are some things that I like. I like my blonde hair. Back when I had that, I don't know if a lot of people know that I have that because I don't think there's any point in going back and watching these videos. Like even now, if you were to go through my discography or my videography, but discography sounds cooler. Like you can skip this one genuinely. Like I don't think it's bad. I'm not disowning it or anything like that. If you're like really into what I have to provide and you're like feeding for content, like sure. My dog Barry shows up in this, and there's also an edit in here that I like a lot with the forward and backs. I want to see if I can find it though. When does my dog show up? I miss my dog Barry. It used to be such a big part. This is back at my parents' house in Jersey. But this shit was crazy. This shit was crazy. Whatever. I don't need to go on about it too much. I think it's pretty good. When does your official discography start, you say? First Kirby Nuzlocke. It's really just the first. Honestly, so moving on. Mario Kart video. I like this one. Timu Alfred's crazy. Yo, I had it first. Flamesar, you should know that. I totally had the blonde hair first. You fuck, I had it before everybody. He Timu'd me. But then I moved out to LA and I was like, hold up, what if I like unblonded my hair when I moved out to LA? Ain't nobody doing it like that. I still like this video. This actually made a splash in the Mario Kart community. Which is crazy. People actually did this after I did it. Which is nuts. Shortcat kind of did a variation of it. But who was the first, bruh? Who was the first? Low-key motion. Bro, the Donfluence? What are we talking about Donfluence, bro? We made splashes. That video, getting every place, I still think it's funny. What's funny is my 18-year-old cousin, every time I see him, he's like, when will you make another one of these? Mario Kart but winning isn't enough. He like misses this one. I'm still blonde. I'm still in New Jersey. But I actually think the humor in this one's very quick and very sharp. I still enjoy a lot of the jokes in it. It is only 18 minutes. I would recommend this one, honestly. Like, I am proud of this one. It's definitely more in line with, like, regular stream cutoffs. That is before I got, like, a lot more experimental. But, I don't know. I feel like the jokes just kind of hit with this one. And I like it. I mean, that's like, I think like the primary comment that I would get here is like, that's Nate! My editor! That's funny. Amazingly bad sometimes. So I'm saying, bro, on YouTube, if you're not a Giga super expert, you're the worst player to ever done do it. But I don't care at this point. I've been called bad at games. You know what, chat? If anyone says you're bad at games, remember, if you would be bad at something in life, That's probably the best thing to be bad at. You know, people can say I'm bad at games. When we say I'm bad at making videos, my job's not being good at games. My job's being good at making videos. You know what I'm saying, bro? You know what I'm saying? It's a matter of perception. Perspective alters reality. Remember that shit. So I feel like if you want to see some like cozy classic Don action, I actually like this video. I think it's worth going back to. Evolution. It was kind of the same thing as there's growth here, right? I think I'm sorry for people that were here last year because I'm going to repeat myself a lot. But I think Don Shnack worked for me and not my last channel because I had a video essay channel that's been debunked. Shout out Mopo Shnack. And those of you guys were there for that. Because around the time I did Don Shnack, right, was like when I started really like honing in and being like, okay, I really want to make this my career. And I learned like, okay, for videos, you need to have like a plot. A plot doesn't have to be like something that I write, right? It just needs things to happen. Like things need to progress. Like I used to think of them as checkpoints, you know, of like, okay, like something happened, like in a Nuzlocke, right? Like we beat a boss, a character dies, we got a new encounter. These are all, man, I miss Mopo Shnack. I don't think you miss Mopo Shnack. I think you miss the way Mopo Shnack made you feel. Because I think the stuff that I do now is like a billion times better. Mopo video ranking, I could probably add those. Not a lot of them would be high, in all honesty. With all that being said, this was like a step up from this. This was the first to catch a team of Evolution's Wind. With the shiny starter hunting, right? It was like, okay, there was one plot point, catch a shiny starter, video over, right? But with the Evolution one, you had to catch, I think it was like multiple EVs and then also evolve them within an amount of time. I also did it with my friend Linz, which we don't collaborate that much often anymore, but that's still gang. That is the voice of Peach, actually, in the last video. She's also the voice of Mars in the last Kirby Nuzlocke. I'll get rid of this obnoxious little square here because that's like, I had that there for blocking the ad on the other website. But yeah, this one's fine. I don't revisit this one that much, so I think I like my first video more, even though I think that's a crazy edit. Even though I think this video is probably better, right? Because things actually happen. And I remember, I think this was like one of the first videos I've ever posted that like crossed 1,000 views, which there is some sentimentality towards that. I think it's better than this one, but I like the jokes in this one a lot more. Like some of the stuff in the Evolution video is kind of dated. It ends with like a Vaporeon copy pasta, you know what I'm talking about? And like that shit makes me cringe now, you know. I try not to put memes in my videos because of that specific reason, because I hate watching them back and then being like, wow, this is dated, you know. I try my best. Sometimes I'll let them slip if I think the meme's funny enough, but you know, sometimes they just don't uphold them. They just don't. Next is the first Kirby Nuzlocke. This was kind of the thing that started it all. This was my first video that wasn't Pokemon that did decently. Like this one actually got like, I think like 2,000 views and I was over the fucking moon, dude. That shit was gas. That shit was gas. I mean, I'm gonna like all the Kirby Nuzlockes. I feel like that's gonna be like what I'm known for. You know? What's going on, Captain Anime? How you doing? Wait, why'd you say greetings? Until next time. But yeah, the first Kirby Nuzlocke. I don't know. There's not much to really say about it, I feel like. It's just... I think that's where everything started. I feel like that's where I started to like, oh, there's a story here. And I like that a lot. I think that's when I really started to think about like what I liked in YouTube videos and to extrapolate and try to like make it my own. I think of Alpharad's World of Light Nuzlocke. I think that was like a big inspo to this one. I had my fancy little like, you know, edits and whatnot, right? A little fast. I think during this era, I was editing a little too quickly, like the pacing, but I think this one's not that bad. I think the Return of Dreamland one is way faster. But yeah, this video is good. It's fine. It's kind of the beginning. I don't know what lore starts. I think Gun Kirby kind of starts here, but I feel like it's more part 2. This feels like a lesser version of the second part, in my opinion. Like, I feel like I don't really remember much from this video in particular. There's probably some good stuff maybe that I'm just missing out on, or some jokes that I enjoyed, but it's really all about that part 2, baby. That part 2. I would say the best ways to make a good video is... Well, it depends what you mean by good. Like, there's videos that perform well. There's videos, I don't know. It's like such an easy question, right? But I feel like I get asked that and I start like fucking dividing by zero. I guess pacing. I guess in a simple sense, it's all about pacing, right? It's making sure things are easily relayed to the viewer, right? But like, I don't know, YouTube, I feel like to me, a 2 million view video isn't necessarily good on YouTube. So that's where my discrepancy is. You know, like a Mr. Beast video can get like 1 billion fucking views, but that's not gonna leave any sort of impact. You know, it's gonna be the best junk food you ever had. You know, it's the same thing about like movies, right? Like an Oscar winner versus like a blockbuster, right? Like fucking, I don't know, like Jurassic World, right? Like it's the fucking dinosaur movie, you know? So I think in my sense, to make a good video, I just think it's like, you gotta figure out what you think's good and try to instill that into it and like give it a lot of heart. But like YouTube wise, to make a good video, that's like a way longer discussion, you know? Like that's, I don't know, there's like whole channels dedicated to that shit. All right, we got this shit. The first Then We Fight that I did. For those that are uninformed, I got my start on YouTube. Not my start, but one big progression for me was I was an editor for a long ass time. I edited for Alpharad for a few months, but the big client that I had was this guy, United Plays. Look, there's a video with I'm in it. There I am, chat. There's me. There's me. I'm real. Me and Frank were on a team. That's Yoshi. That's Yoshi. He's real. They're kind of become a meme at this point, this format of Pokemon video, but it's kind of like, okay, my friend and I, we have 15 minutes to randomize our starters in Pokemon whatever, and then we battle, right? What's going on, Toxquid? How you doing? Also, I see Frey is here too. Hello. I'm sorry, I'm like rambling. It's a rambling night. So anyway, these videos, I was editing them for so long, and I think being a editor for someone else's channel really helped me out in like trying less when I edit, because that was a big problem that I had. I was overdoing it way too much, as well as just like figuring out what's really important. You know, like as I kept editing for other people, I realized, okay, cuts and zooms, like you don't need all these flashy fucking effects. But the ethos with this video was I did all these fucking Then We Fight videos, and they were like not really competitive. Like they would always randomize abilities, which is like a very uncompetitive Pokemon thing to do. So that's one thing. And two, the battles were always the most boring part. So I wanted to make a video where the battle was the most entertaining part, as well as making it more competitive. So the whole premise was, you know, you go around, you catch randomized Pokemon, but you can choose their ability. Now hold on. Wait a minute. Is that motion? Is this motion? Bro, this might be motion. This might be motion. Now, to be fair, to have motion in the Then We Fight community is not hard to do. People will very frequently just like do what everyone else is doing a lot of the times. But I mean, even though I make fun of Then We Fights and there's like 2 on my channel, I still like this video a lot. I like the way the battle is edited. It's still very overdone, but I wanted to make it like an anime. I think this is when I really started leaning to this idea of like every video I do kind of has this different like style and aesthetic to it, right? So the Then We Fights were supposed to be like these anime edits, right? That have these like crazy little slashes and shakes and stuff like that. And so I still like it. I mean, it's like a genre that's like we shit on, but I still like this a lot. Mango Truda 2, thank you so much. And I really appreciate the compliment. That's very kind of you. It's super interesting. Thanks, Deco. I appreciate that, Doug. I appreciate that. And this was also this was the first video to really take off. This got 40,000 views within the first like few days, and before then I had never gotten a video over like 5K. So I still like it. I think it's worth watching. I think because the Then We Fight such like an antiquated fucking style of video though, and like that makes me like cringe a little bit. I don't put it like, I will definitely put it above the first to catch ones, because this one has like a mission statement behind it and like its own aesthetic, and I think that really represents like what I look to create, like all these crazy different fucking styles and whatnot, right? But I think, like, I don't know. It's a format that I never really want to go back to. When these two, the Mario Kart and the Kirby ones, I frequently gone back to, right? So that says something. This one I'm still in my like my streamer cut up video arc. This idea is crazy. This is the Mario escort mission, Mario Party escort mission. This is the chain of ideas, right? So I start working for Alpharad. First video I do for Alpharad was Alpharad Mario Party, but the winner loses, right? This one. Damn, this shit did numbers, bro. This shit did numbers. The Donfluence. I made this. Me, bitch. Look at that. Mopo Shnack. That's me, baby. That's me. That's me. Go follow my Twitter. Or don't. I mean, I just tweet out of context shit for my videos, you know? So, yeah, actually someone made this and I thought this was really funny. Here, wait. I'll peep this. Hold up. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Yo, what the fuck, man? Are you serious?
I like that. Look, Twitter could be not so bad. Right? 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 Anyway. Anyway. Back to business. I edited this video, right? And then someone in the comments, because the whole concept was the loser wins in Mario Party, right? So the idea is you want to fucking lose. Someone in the comments came up with this idea. Of what's it called? Of you know, what if you forced a CPU to win? And then I was like, oh. And then I did that, right? And it did whatever. It's got a lot of views now because of shorts, right? But then Aaron Hansen. Now, we don't know if he got this from Jace's short or my short. But what the hell is going on here? He says, we got this idea from a YouTube short. And they did the video. I'm telling you. The Donfluence. The underground Donfluence is insane. I wasn't upset about it because that's motion. That's motion, right? That's motion. And we fuck with motion. We like motion. We love motion. You kidding me? Are you kidding me? So yeah, that's a really funny story about this video, which wasn't even my idea. Got it from some random commenter on Alpharad's comment section. So really, the butterfly effect is a mighty powerful thing, my G. Now, in terms of the video itself, I think it's fine. There's some funny edits here and there. The Fweet meme kind of started. This was back when I streamed on Twitch. So my layout looks very different. My first video with Jace, who's like my mentor, and that's kind of cool. Besides that, it's like fine. You know, it's again very fast, very like I would slow this down a little bit more if I was doing this today. But I guess a lot of people like the quick edits, you know. This section actually that we're hovering over right now is probably my favorite part of the video. There was definitely some funny parts here and there, but overall, it's fine. It's fine. I put this at the top pretty good. I think it's more polished than these two. And again, I just think these two are so far removed from what I do today that like, that's why they're kind of beneath. But I think like the CPU, escort video is okay. I think the most interesting about it, honestly, is the fact that the Game Grumps did the same fucking thing. Which was pretty funny. Pretty cool. You're a very deliberate editor nowadays. I've been told that. That's actually not the first person to tell me that. That's interesting. How do you feel about the Kirby Council? I hate all of them. I want to kill them. This one. All right, so this is where shit. This is like Dawn season 1, right? This is before I started finding my footing. I think this is when shit got real, right? We got Kirby Nuzlocke part 2. I remember editing this, moving to California. Like I didn't even have my office set up yet, and thus I was like editing this on my kitchen table with my computer set up there, which was some nutty shit. But I like this video. I don't think I would put it in the greats. But it's definitely, I definitely like this one a lot. I definitely like this one a lot. I think I can do a lot better nowadays. But I feel like this was the start of so many things. It was the start of Gun Kirby. It was the start of the Land of Failed Attempts. I feel like the edits really started to get like more soul. There was it kind of like this video felt like way less of like a, oh, this is just a streamer. This one felt different. I feel like, right? It was still like a stream cut up video, but it had like a different soul to it. I feel like this is when I really started like finding my stride. Like this is when the story was really like, is it pontificated? I don't know, emphasized, right? It was like, all right, fucking Chloraline. We gotta take that bitch down. There was a lesson, there was a theme. It was that every copy ability has its use. To this day, I still get people giving me comments about ice. Me shitting on ice and it being like one of the best. Sure. I don't know the Kirby meta. I'm here for the funnies. I feel like the ending of this one still fucking hits hard with the music and everything. This one definitely had a bigger feeling to it. Focus in game. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. This one's tough. This one is tough. Maybe bottom of the greats. Nah. Maybe we do have one in between. Maybe we do have one in between the greats and good. The greats is like 5 videos, honestly. Yeah, I think we do. Dude, I'm doing that thing that I hate when tier list people fucking do this shit, but you know what? All right, this is A. Really good. Yeah. Look at me. I'm so modest. Saying all these fucking light things to myself, you know? I'm such a... But you know what? If you're not a big fan, if you're not your own biggest fan of your work, then what the fuck are you doing? That's what I think. And then B tier is good. This makes way more sense. And this is decent. Yeah. All right, we got it. I feel good now. Yeah, I think it's really good. I think this one has a soul to it. Mii Maker, baby! This one is when I really started leaning into the whole, like, okay, every video is gonna have its own fucking vibe. Mii Maker, I'm really proud of how this one came out. It's very short. This one, what's so funny about it is this thumbnail and concept would not do well today at all. But because YouTube Shorts, where they were at that point, I, like, made a short plugging this video, and it caused it to just go viral, because that's when like YouTube short plugs were fucking crazy. The whole idea about this was I wanted to edit it like a professional sport kind of thing and have my own graphics and stuff. I would not do that today because I kind of hate making graphics, but this shit still hits. Like I like these effects right now. I still think it looks very clean. There's like a Mii Maker like I want to see if I can find it. I know I'm not playing the sound, but you just have to bear with me. What's funny about this video is at the end, I said I was going to do a Miitopia Nuzlocke. I streamed it, did not have fun with it. I gave it up. And if it's not fun, why bother? You know, I'm on my Reggie Fils-de-Maze shit. This one had like a really cool ending as well with like this, like, this is when I started, I think, like, thinking more about storytelling in contrast to the last Kirby Nuzlocke. Like this one, I was like, what if I had this like surprise twist ending where it focused on me going ham the entire time, and then it doesn't show Jace's at all, and then he like, it's like a rug pull, right? And I was proud of that. I like that a lot. This one had a really funny ending. I think this one is good. I like this one. I think I like this one more than the second Kirby Nuzlocke, even though I think Kirby Nuzlocke Part 2 was definitely like bigger and brasher. I feel like I'm also proud of myself for Mii Maker to like pack a pretty compelling story in like a 15 minute time limit. I am like unable to do that nowadays, let alone do fucking 30 or 45 for that matter. So I don't know. Like this actually feels. I feel like because nowadays I make like hour-long videos, not on purpose. It just kind of like ends up being that way because I want to cram so much fucking shit into it. But this one feels like one of those hour-long videos condensed into 15 minutes. Like I think this doesn't even feel like an older video. The editing probably is pretty quick, but it's Mii Maker. Like there's nothing much moving on screen, so I think it needs to be fast in order to compensate, right? Like in order to like keep the pacing going. And so I like that. I like that. I really started in this era, trying to like fuck around with like what a YouTube video could be. This is like the long-awaited sequel to the first Then We Fight. There was supposed to be a trilogy. I didn't finish it. Do shorts actually work for your long-form performance? It sort of does, but not really. Like, I'll make videos. I'll make shorts that plug the big videos. I'm going to start doing that again real soon because, I take so long to make these fucking big videos. I might as well try to give them a push. That's what I'm doing on Twitter. That's the only reason why I'm back on Twitter is literally just to plug my shit. Because the big problem with YouTube is you can't really sell the quality of a video that much with a title and thumbnail. And there's no, like, movie trailers in the YouTube biz. So what I'm doing right now, actually, is I'm literally working on a movie trailer for the Mario 64 Nuzlocke that I did. Just to see if that works. I don't know. I'm trying to experiment to find other ways that push my videos that aren't the algorithm. Because I feel like a lot more people would like my shit. They just haven't had the chance to be shown it, you know? If that makes sense. But the second That We Fight, this one, I think I wanted to, like, make myself the villain. I think I actually failed in doing so. No one saw it that way. But I wanted to make myself, like, the bad guy. Which I kind of have, like, an infatuation of doing it. Because I think a lot of times, a lot of YouTubers, it's just kind of like you go pro tag mode and that's it. Which I kind of do to an extent as well. But this one, I wanted to be more like, it was me versus Tobit again. And I'm like, you fool, you know. I didn't succeed in that necessarily, but it's kind of more of the same. It kind of ends on a cliffhanger too that I never patch up, but no one has ever demanded me to finish it, so I don't really care. People have told me, I've gotten comments that are like, dude, so many YouTubers make themselves a villain. No one's ever listed an example. And I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I would just like to see it. Like, I would love to see that happen because I feel like with YouTube, everyone kind of does like the same few narratives. I'm not saying I'm too different. I'm trying to be better at it, but it's something I'm trying to focus on, you know? We dropped the trailer on Blue Sky too. I don't have Blue Sky. But anyway, this one, I'm trying to figure out like what was really different stylistically with this one. I think this one, the big change was I added like anime narration, right? So there were moments where me or Tobin wasn't talking, and I would like make the background black and white and try to add like some sort of fucking like, yes, brother, you know, like some sort of like inner monologue type shit going on, you know. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I just said type shit, so that probably should help, right? I feel like that's a good indicator.
Stop it. That's old. We're trying to get one match that can guy offensively.
Yeah, like right here.
You got a Thunderous. I have a good time. All right, Zaru not bad. Another mom that can offensively.
Like there's like these little like monologues.
So fighting weak right now, but does that matter when I can just give this guy a wicked blow?
Which I think's fucking silly. And I like that. Whenever I try to make sequels, for the most part, there'll be times where I fail to do this. I try to do something new. Like I try to be like, okay, how can I separate this from the original? And what can I improve upon? And this was an idea that I had, was like, okay, the first part was kind of like an anime type vibe, right? With all the edits. What if this one leaned into that more and you could hear our thoughts in post narration, but instead of us like narrating it in like a YouTubery way of like, and then I went to do this, and then I went to do that. It's like, oh, it's like a zoom in and you can hear our thoughts like a fucking anime, you know? They're on the sidelines and they're like, huh. You know what I'm talking about. You know, they say, huh. They all do that. They all fucking do that. And so I like that. Monty with the 5. Hey, Don. Love the new vid. Especially love Bowser. I hope he ends up being Zavok in Bowser suit. Thanks for the 5. Appreciate that. And for that, I'm going to put that right there. I still like these ones more though. I think this one's just really funny. I think this one's like the one that like started it all, you know, started it all. It's crazy. This is like my first video to ever really blow up. Like I started blowing up off of shorts. All my vids were starting to do good. The Kirby Nuzlocks were doing good. It's Return to Dreamland, baby. It's like, again, I guess maybe it's out of like self-loathing or criticisms or whatever, but like, I like the idea. I remember watching back this stream and being like, damn, like I remember, I think the video ends with me saying, okay, the question is, do we scrap all of this, right? Because I remember I was new to streaming, so I was getting very easily frustrated, as one does when they're new to streaming, and I got like a pretty massive audience out of nowhere, right? I was getting very frustrated, and I was thinking about scrapping this, but then I was like, okay, like if I don't like the way that I look in this video, like why don't I lean into that, you know, and try to like make some sort of growth out of it. I think it's like it's like one of the most concise stories that I've ever told. I mean, even to this day, people still bring up the arrogance memes. It used to get really annoying, like every time it'd be like, oh, Don, like I would go take a piss for like 3 seconds too long. I'm like, oh, Don's getting arrogant again. But I guess I did that to myself, right? I think for a little bit, I harbored a culture in my chat of people that just constantly criticized me because I like portrayed myself as flawed, you know? In like a pretty real way. Like I to this day on stream, the hype beast takes over. You know, that's just a part of who I am. I will never actually conquer the arrogance. But I think what's funny about this is people confuse the confines of a video that has a structured narrative and like me as a person, right? Like just because I went through this whole character arc in this video doesn't mean like I actually changed, you know? Like Don the character did, but this is just a video that I fucking made. I don't know. It's really weird. I'll be talking about that a lot, actually, because there's a few things that have happened in that regard, which is really interesting, right? But I guess I try to look at it positively, right? And that's cool because, like, I made something so, I guess, compelling or, like, real that people actually believe. Like, these were things that were real, you know? I think most of it were just jokes that maybe I interpreted too seriously because I was just reading chat. But anyway, I'm not talking about the video enough. I like this one a lot. I don't think it's one of the greats. I don't think it's one of my favorites. I think it is very fucking fast. Like I watch it back and I'm like, okay, I don't even know where to focus sometimes. But still, it did phenomenal. It might be my first video to hit 1 million. There's a couple. There's a race. There's a race to see who's my first real video to get 1 million views. There's like 3 of them that are like 900,000. But I went so ham on the editing. I think this one was my first like big passion-filled project. Again, it's 40 minutes long, but it still has the same... I feel like the reason why a lot of my videos are longer now is because I have these narrated bits. Like, if I didn't have narrated bits, all my videos would be like this, which might be for the best algorithmically, but that doesn't make me happy. You know? I don't like that. Yeah, there's just a lot of cool ideas. Like, I think I just had a lot of fun with this one with the edits. Every power-up had, like, a own little thing. You know, this also featured Dawn mode engaged, right? I feel like the story is constantly progressing. I still think this shot is very cool to this day. And it felt real. It felt real. I don't know. It felt real. I feel like this was like a cool time capsule to capture how it felt to like get a huge audience out of nowhere. Because I did kind of blow up really quickly. But also like this was like the first time I had to like, I edited something, the Dawn mode engaged, and I was like, I gotta fucking show somebody this. I gotta use this more. It's hard because I hate animating the Don Pianta sprite. I gotta make a rig that's easier to use. But that's like iconic. You know, that's my jam. I mean, this is like one of my quintessential bitches. You know, I feel like this will be at the top of really good. I don't think it's. It could be like for you. It could be here. It could be here, and I think that makes total sense for me. I think I've done better. There's ones that I like better. I will go back to that video a lot and watch it. A lot of these videos I don't go back to that frequently. But this one, I actually sometimes will just like, I don't know. Sometimes you want to like be like, okay, I want to rediscover myself. I want to see like, what am I about? You know, how have I changed? I don't know. These are important things. I think it's important to critically think about yourself. I'm trying to come off in a way that's not like me just fucking jerking off. It's weird to talk about yourself, you know, but I actually think if you fixate on what you're making, it can create better stuff, you know? Dude, I was on a fucking hot streak. The back-to-back-to-back videos. These were the times I felt invincible during this era of YouTube. I felt I was still working for somebody else, but dog, I was working out. I was doing videos an hour a day. I was on my shit. I forget where I got this idea from. A lot of these ideas I had in the back of my head forever, and I just slowly started pumping them out. This is I come on every Mario Kart game. To this day, I still think this is one of my best thumbnails. Shout out Copa. He's in chat. Also, Copa, congratulations, baby. We cooked this thumbnail together. This is why he's the fucking doctor. This thumbnail was me and him. This one, I think Copa actually rendered this Gudra holding the hammer. It's so cute. We did this one together. This is like when my thumbnail game really stepped up, I feel like. This one's just so fucking good, dude. It goes crazy. Thummy night. This one is kind of the last of the stream edits, I feel like, without like narration, which is really interesting. It did phenomenally. I think it's because the thumbnail just goes crazy. And at the time, this idea was still very new and just very clean. And it was a different era of YouTube, weirdly enough. Like 3 years ago, I think stream cut-ups were way more viable than they are now. I think we're living in the era of the video essay, low-key. But I like this video. I do. It's not decent. I would put it above that. I'm not sure if it's good or really good. We got the big banana out of it, which is funny. I think this one I actually considered a filler video at the time. And I remember I wanted to sprinkle like a little bit of a story in, like just a hint. Just a hint. And that's what I did with like each CPU having their own like little arc, but it wasn't like anything that was shown on screen. It was just something that I made. People still really connected with it, even though I feel like looking back it's kind of lazy because I just kind of say things, right? Like it's nothing you actually experience, you know? You're just kind of being told these things. But regardless, I really like the aesthetics of this one. This was back when I was in my making like colorful crazy asset arc, which I hate doing now. If I recycle, I can, because this shit just takes up so much time for things that don't actually matter. But yeah. Hi, Lauren. Damn, the whole gang's coming in here. But I love this picture of DK. I mean, this one's really good. I also obviously have a huge bias towards it because it did really well. Like when a video does really well, it's like, well, that put more money in my bank account. And so I'm going to like it at least like a little bit. Right? What's so funny is we had this like loving arc with Koopa Troopa in this video, but low-key the meme now is the shit on Koopa Troopa because that fucking fuck-ass picture of him going like this. You know? And I think that's kind of funny. I don't really know how I feel about this video. I've definitely watched this one back actually several times. So I think this one's the best. My favorite out of the stream cut-ups. I think I might put it like right here. I think that's good. I think that's good. I think it's just a very solid stream cut-up. I don't know. Like, it's not... I don't think it represents who I am today. But I think if I were to make a second channel for, like, say I was, like, a 1 million subscriber YouTuber that had this giant team, and I was just pumping shit out, that would be, like, the quintessential, I think, like, second channel video, where it's just, like, a one-off stream idea that I don't think I could make a fucking movie out of, per se. But, like, I think it could be, like, a good stream cut-up. You know? Pikmin 1 documentary, baby. This one fucking rocks my socks. This shit's gas. This shit's gas, man. This shit's gas. One, I love this because Pikmin is a super underrepresented franchise on YouTube. Pikmin 4 was coming out. I was so hyped. I was binging, like, all of Hef's videos. I played Pikmin 1 and 2 for the first time. I only had played Pikmin 3 during the Pikmin 4 hype cycle. It's a beautiful 40 minutes long, very concise, all the fluff's chopped out. I actually... This might be controversial. I think I liked this more than this video. This one's probably better and more representative of me, but I feel like what was really cool about the Pikmin video was it was a randomizer, right? Like, everyone's done a randomizer of Pikmin, but all I did was change up the format, and it worked. And it shows that you can, like, revisit ideas that people have already done, but just stylistically do something that's compelling enough to where, like, it will perform, right? And I think, like, actually... I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna do that, actually. I'm thinking about the stuff that came out of the Return of Dreamland Nuzlocke, and I feel like it's just so... This one's way more potent. I think this made me more the creator I am today, but this one's definitely like a close second. I don't know. These three are all bangers. This one already also had like a pretty concise story of like triumph and stuff. I think a lot of the ideas and what Pikmin Randomizer became doesn't really get formed until the second one. My opinion, rotation battle, pacifist, shadow. We'll get to those, but thank you so much, Logan, for the 2. I really appreciate that. I think... Maybe this is Glaze. Maybe this is Glaze. Nah, I like Pikmin. I've rewatched Pikmin 1 Randomizer a good amount. I like this video. Yeah, I don't know. It was just like the start of this style. And like people, to this day, people, Don, you have to stop what you're doing. They announced a new update for the Donkey Kong Country Returns HD game for the Nintendo Switch. We need to stop everything. Like I'm also known for those documentaries. There are some people that still call all of my videos documentaries, but because of the Pikmin series, which I think is laughable, but you know, sometimes YouTube audiences, you know, they're a little squirrely, you know. But yeah, I just fuck with this video. I don't know, I fuck with it. I fuck with it heavy. You chill with giving the tier list for people to make? Yeah, I was gonna do it at the end of the stream. Spicy Trap with a 5. As a Grongus, I want to tell you that you rock. Thanks, Spicy Trap. Appreciate that. It's probably Leah. Thank you for joining the mob. Oh my god, so much love. I appreciate y'all for this so much. Yeah, I'm trying to think of other things I can say about the Pikmin Nuzlocke. I mean, like Alpha Team, Banana Team, it all began there. But I think there's another video where things really develop. I think Pikmin is a series that has like the greatest arc in of itself, like how the each sequel developed on top of one another. Super Mario Bros. Versus, this was the first flop that I've ever had. This decimated me. Oh my god. Because for a while, you guys don't understand. So I started off with this channel, right? Like a few videos got like 1,000 views, right? And then I did shorts, and then I started blowing up, and I could not lose, bro. I think my videos were doing better back then than they are now. Like I kind of fell off a little bit. But if you ask the money, I did not low-key, you know what I'm saying, bro? You know what I'm saying, bro? But this was the first video that just didn't bang. I think the problem with this video was the way I introduced my friends. I did it with... Now, you might recognize all these people now, but at the time, you definitely had no fucking clue who any of these people were. This thumbnail is a banger, by the way. I still think this thumbnail goes fucking crazy. When I have a video that doesn't do well, I go ape shit on the fucking thumbnail. That shit takes me like 3 days to do. But anyway, this one is, I think, the true end of the stream cut-ups. That's a lie, actually. There's one more. This was a random fan game that I found on Twitter, and I was like, oh shit, no one's talking about this. I loved Mario and Luigi DS Versus growing up. I think this one will be a lot of fun. I think the big problem with this video is, I think maybe it strayed a little bit too far off the path from what I was doing, but also too, Tavi... He don't really make videos too... No, he's still making videos. He makes videos intermittently. He's got life stuff going on. He's not a Mario guy. Chris Peekaboo, this is the voice of... Holy fucking voice. He voiced some people in my videos. You can't really see him right now. I'm sorry, my head's in the way. I can do this, though. Yeah, it's actually a better view, I think, in general. Who the fuck did he voice? He voiced somebody, man. It's some character. I don't know. We all know who Copa was. He's dead now. That's why I said was. He's the yellow Pikmin. Picky. And then Tobin. We already talked about Tobin enough, right? So I did this with all like a bunch of like Pokemon YouTubers, and I think I introduced them way too quickly. I think I should have made myself the main character and then slowly like introduce people into that shit, right? I think this video is fine. I'd probably put it up here. I think I have a lot more fond memories and jokes in the Luigi escort video, the Mario Party CPU escort video. I did forget to mention with the Mario Party escort video, I remember my big regret with that one is not specifically highlighting my bond with my CPU. Like, I look back at that and I'm like, if I did that more, I think the video would have been like way better. Like, you would have felt more. You know, no one No one really cared about Luigi near the end. And as you guys probably know now, I always want my fucking viewers to care about these stupid little idiot characters that I introduce. The mission statement for Mario Bros. Versus was just trying to make a video that had like a bunch of characters all with their own different arcs. As we'll see later, I keep trying that and I struggle with it every fucking time. Everyone did kind of have their own mini arc, but like, again, it wasn't like too profound. It was fine. It was a good video. It's a fine video. You can watch it if you want. But it's like, whatever. You know, it's whatever. Both of them. What do I need to say about Kirby BDSP? This video took me like 3 months to fucking make. It went bonkers. And when people say they miss my video essays, I look at videos like this and I'm like, no, you fucking don't. Like, this is like, I think this is like mission statement. This video is like what I am. You know, I love animation. I love the little goobly goos. I love the little funny fucking things. You know the goobly goos. Come on, bro. Who doesn't know the fucking goobly goo? Who doesn't know the fucking goobly goo? You know, fucking... It was just fun. It was a bliss to fucking work on. It was the first time I had like voice actors and all this shit. It felt like this video felt like my last video, but for like 2023 or 4. When did I drop this? 2023. Like this feels like, and this is why this is the video that I plug at the end of the Mario 64 Nuzlocke. I feel like there's just a lot of fun bits. RNG, I still think is one of the best villains that I've ever made. Actually, I think he's the best villain. People still talk about him and like him a lot. It was a very simple story, but I think it was a compelling one. I stole the ending from Sopranos, and I don't care. I think this was like when I also started really enjoying like pissing off casual viewers of the video, if that makes sense. Like in stuff like cinema or in like television, ending your video on just cut to black is, I guess, like more expected, more like, that's like artsy. But on YouTube, people are like, what? You didn't deliver everything to me? You didn't spoon feed me all the fucking information? You know? And I like that. I like that a lot, and I will keep doing that a lot because it's like, fuck you. Fuck you. You know? Pay attention to my shit. Is that ego? I don't like to think so. I like to think it's like challenging the viewer in a small way. It's not that profound. It's not that profound at all. Like, I'm not acting like I'm doing some crazy fucking Kino shit, but I think, I don't know. I like some comments like that make me happy. They do. They do. Why did you cut the black? Like, so what happened? What happened in the end? It's like, use like a little bit of context clues. Come on now. And then on a cliffhanger? No, it didn't. That's the point. I literally lose. I say I'm gonna end. I end the video saying I'm gonna stay here in the land of failed attempts with Void. I guess Void was the cliffhanger, so you are correct in that sense. And that started like a big arc. An arc that I'm a fan of. This one also was like a really cool video because the theme really hits home of like, I think this is a core philosophy that is still said, and I think every single one of my videos of like, you know, just not don't have a plan, but life will always happen, you know. And I think the best way to go about shit is to just like adapt, you know. It's like a core philosophy. I still believe this. I still sprinkle this into every single video. I think it's stupid to expect life to go like I don't know, when shit goes bad, don't panic, you know. But yeah, I don't know. This one is just great. I love this video. I also think too, I had a really cool way of like incorporating all of the little glitches and stuff into the narrative. Like this one still to this day feels like the most cohesive narrative wise, right? Like I feel like there was proper payoffs. This is the video when I'm typing a script, I look to this one to be like, okay, how did I even fucking do this? You know, like I want to like emulate this and keep doing really well. Triple Battles is such a simple video, but I still think it's one of my best. And it's not because of the idea or anything like that. This is an idea that I had for a while. This is one of those videos that I had in the vault that I was like, oh, how come people, during this time, a lot of people kept playing Pokemon Emerald and Generation 6 and Generation 7, because they were like the most moddable, not 7, 8, 6, and 3. I am so tired of Pokemon Emerald. Everyone plays that one, and 6 and 8 are like the most moddable, right? So I was like, how come no one fucking plays Generation 5? I love that one. It's one of my favorites. And also, triple battles was something that I liked a lot in like my high school years. I don't know why. They're not that great, but I still like playing triple battles a lot with like friends. We were fucking crackheads that way. We're so crazy. We're playing triple battles. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Can't take us anywhere. But it was so it was kind of a slam dunk. And the idea for the PowerPoint was actually inspired by Electric Wind Girlfriend. I brought that up in the random battle tournament, and it's true. Her stuff started going crazy, and I was like, that's a really fucking cool idea. Like, what if I made my own version of that? This was also, damn, so much went into this video, actually. This video, too, people were really fixated on my edits at the time. It was always the edits. And this was ego. I was like, no, I think my videos are so much more than that. So this video, I wanted to be like, you know what? Fuck it. I want to prove to people that good editing could just be cuts and zooms. So I went out of my way to only do cuts and zooms the entire video. There is one crazy mid-edit with like special effects, and it's done for the joke. And I think it makes the joke better that it is the only part of the video that has any sort of effects on it. But this is when I found my love for timing things to music. This is when, I don't know, I feel like this one isn't the craziest idea or the most original video, but it's the most solid. This is like the Sonic Cross Worlds. You know, Cross Worlds, if we're comparing Cross Worlds to Mario Kart World I think is very unique and has like a lot of cool ideas and is like the better artistic product. Like it tried more, and I can commend that, but there's flaws with it, right? But this video, Cross Worlds doesn't reinvent the wheel. It is racing, but it's so fucking good at being racing. And I think for this, this is that. I also think this is the best ending to any video I've ever made. I don't know if I'll be able to top it. I'm fine with that. I used to be upset by that, but I'm fine with that. If you haven't watched this one, give it a look. I think it's actually a really fucking good video. It's one of my favorite ones. This ending came to me like 2 days before the video goes up. That was my first sponsored video. Fun fact. But I couldn't think of the ending. I didn't think of anything. I had like a narrated ending in mind, but I scrapped it. And I don't know how it came to me, but I was like, what if I, to recap the video, just reused old clips and used that as the narration? And people, this is like the first video where people were like, dude, I fucking cried. Like, I don't know why I'm feeling things right now. And I was like, I love that. You losing was your best ending? If you think it's about winning or losing, you have no concept of what my channel is actually about. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Grayson. Everyone's so used to people winning. If I lose a lot of my videos, then you don't know if I'm actually going to win or not. That's the beautiful thing. 5 from Fat Slug. I love the Color Splash videos and absolutely love the Donkey Kong Jungle Beat video. I rewatched it a dozen times. We get into those. Thank you so much for the 5. I like when I lose in my videos. I think YouTube audiences don't like it. But again, it's like, okay, you just want your protagonist to win every single time. Like, that's so boring. That's so boring. I think this video's ending is so powerful because I lose, you know? And it was totally my fault, which is cool. I like that. I like being flawed. I don't care if people say I'm shit at games. It makes me, I think the Don is like a much more interesting character when there's like this like losing, there's like edge, you know? It's not just like win, win, win. I'm not like Smant just going crazy. No diss, you know? But if you lose so many times, then that gets overdone. There needs to be a balance. There is a balance. I can go through every single one of them. Win, sort of lose, win, lose, win after a little bit, lose, win, kind of win, lose. And this is the only video I think is mid. Win, by the way. This was a throwaway sequel to the Mario Kart, the Commodore Mario Kart. I was like, oh, let's do the battle mode. I don't think A, people care about battle mode. B, I think it was way too late. C, me and Jace had the idea of doing separate videos, and I think they ended up being really similar. And one of my little artistic / autistic thing that I really want to do is I always want to be like, I want to stand out. And so when I had like a narrative very similar to someone else's, I was like, oh, I don't like that as much. That's totally not his fault. It's like a me thing, you know? But I think it was a sequel that I just kind of made. I literally did it for the sponsor. I was double booked on sponsors that month. And I was like, oh, I can just push this out, you know, no problem. And with that, I feel like it didn't do anything different. It was still like a stream cut up, but I wanted to like add like a little bit of narration. This is like during the time where I was like, okay, maybe like simple stream cut ups, they don't cut it anymore. Like people know me for more. So I tried to add this narrative of like being the underdog. I don't know. I don't like this one. It still feels kind of forced in some capacity. And yeah, like you can skip this one. It's not a bad video by any means. I mean, Jace watches these back and he's like, I think they were great. I just think this is probably the worst one that I have to offer personally. Like I feel like when I look back at these edits, it's kind of like, okay, like these are things that I've done before. I think it's just me trying to spice things up. Like it feels compensating. You know, I look back at this and I'm like, I don't think these edits were intentional. I think I was like, oh, it needs to have edits, you know, because this is what a Don video needs to be. I was still kind of finding myself. I'm not like ashamed of this video or anything like that. It's just kind of like a dud. I think this will be like the only one that's kind of in mid. But it's fine. That's fine, you know, that's fine. That's fine. All right, Pikmin 2, baby. Pikmin 2. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. This one's up here. I think this one is above Return to Dreamland. Pikmin 2's dark, man. Not like in a... Oh, fucking dark. You know, I'm playing a baby game, right? But like, it has a similar theme to Return to Dreamland where I get, like, am legitimately upset. And it captures like an emotion there, you know? And I think that makes people uncomfortable, but I think it makes for better videos. Because again, like every video can't just be like this pleasant little fucking baby shit. Mii Maker, thank you so much for joining the mob. I really appreciate that. I don't know. I've gotten a lot of comments being like, oh, I get uncomfortable when Don gets mad. But again, like, I don't know. And like, if I want to make my stuff like movies, people get upset. Like, you can't just have like this, like, happy or YouTube narration. Like, and then I did this and then I did that. You know, I want to kind of have like something real. Some people think that's cringe. I think that's fine. I like it. And I like this video a lot because it was like a very real experience. It was the first video to have, I kind of sampled, I call it like the Nintendo effect, right? Nintendo does this a lot where they'll do something in a game, they'll play with an idea, and then the next game that they release, they'll like full send it, right? I think of Sword and Shield, that's kind of Game Freak, it's not really Nintendo, but still. Sword and Shield has the wild area. Next video is Scarlet and Violet. I'd like to do that sometimes too, where I'm like, ooh, I like this a lot. I want to do this a lot more. I had the one point where like I talked to the troops, and then I was like, Pikmin 3, I want to do that a lot more. You know? But this one has a lot of iconic moments. The unbirthing, the Shacho fan cam, the birth of Cancel Team. This was kind of like where each Pikmin team represents a type of chatter. Yellow being the dumb ones, reds being the guys that do stuff. I don't know what white would be. I guess like the neglected people. You know, the people that are just like going through shit. Dumpy team being the lurkers, so on and so forth. And I thought that was very clever. This was really like a response to like how the culture of my streams after post Return to Dreamland, because Return to Dreamland people were like really dogging me. Not acting like a victim. I think in actuality, it helped me grow thicker skin, which is important because if you're gonna post anything online, people are gonna shit on you. Get over it. You know, like that's gonna happen as if you're a movie star, if anything, right? Just get fucking over it, you know? Just ignore them. Hard to do on stream, but I could do it in any other place because like, all right, whatever, I'll just look away. Like, it's fine. Yeah, Pikmin 2 is fucking rough, dude. I don't even think I played badly too much. I think I shit the bed during the crab, but I feel like people just like completely underestimated how hard Pikmin 2 really was, because this was the hardest randomizer I've yet to do. There's just so many moments that I fucking love in this one. There's the Worser Submerged Castle. This is when Hef started watching. There's this really cool like getting our shit together moment that I still love to this. Like I watch back at this fucking wait. This like music montage. This one felt grand. Here, wait, let me play this.
Little cute stuff even happened, like on floor 7.
When is the is it right here?
Can't keep right. We can do this. The crap way in.
Oh yeah, Undefeatable, or whatever this song's called. This part. Here, I'll blast it. No. That didn't work. That didn't work.
When you speak, I hear
Yes! Oh, it's another fucking bread bug floor, baby. Bread combos, baby. One time for the one time. Yeah, okay, we stop missing.
I can hear, oh, I can hear.
Bro, I love death grips. I love 100 gex.
Think I'll go where it's
Well, that right there might be the biggest boister I ever done.
moving out to a country.
Funny.
With everyone, oh,
Yes! We're back in Blister City, baby. Yo, is that pastrami? Is that salami? And finally, floor 19 was a rest floor that just had a... This is, shoot. It's not in the description. Fuck me. Wait! It is! I'm real! We all become from Transistor. Let's go! Yes! Yes! I'm epic. I did it. Me. Yeah, I don't know. This one's like a really... I don't know. I look at this as like a cool... really fucking good video. I love this video. You know, I think this was like... What's funny is it didn't do that well for me at first, but then it just did like amazing over time. How do I phrase this? I guess this is one of my like darker videos and I like that. Not darker and like it's fucked up and weird, but just like the mood of Pikmin 2 to me feels way less jovial than 1. Like 1 kind of has his optimism, 2's like we're fucked the entire time. Like there's like a rehab arc. I don't know. Like I think 2's plot is very eventful. You know, like there's the troops have steroids for the first 5 days. Then we lose everything after day 10. There's the crabbening. Another video where people are like, Don, get the pumpkin. And I'm like, fuck you. You're missing the point. I want to lose sometimes. You know, like it's not about the victory a lot of the time. It's about the friends we made along the way. And I like that. And I like that. And I like that. I think I depict myself as like a fucking crazy person more than a rational person. This video I feel very conflicted on. The Star Allies Nuzlocke. I definitely like Return to Dreamland more. Star Allies Nuzlocke was the quote-unquote... It wasn't the end. I had a sequel planned. It was supposed to continue the Void Saga that I had set up in BDSP. I do like the vibes of the Star Allies Nuzlocke because it is in a similar vein to like Pikmin 2. I must have been going through it. It was like a shitty... Like, I'm pretty, like, stinky character in this video. Where, like, I'm constantly sacrificing characters that, like, don't... Like, this probably, I think, is, like, my most bleak video. I kind of lose. I cheat in the end, but again, it's not really about the ending's not really about, like, if you win or lose, you know, as long as you're fucking entertaining. But, I feel like this is a very solid trilogy. I actually really like these videos. I'm thinking about it now. This is like my Star Wars Episode 5. You know, it kind of ends with shit going kind of crazy. All these characters I kind of sacrifice. It is the start of Nexus as Waddle Dee, which I think is really cute. We got Vernius as Burning Leo. It's the first time we have Waddle Doo. This one didn't do as well. I think this one, like, the Kirby Nuzlocke stocks kind of dip it a little bit. Like, the idea just wasn't as, like, beautiful as it once was. Obviously, that's not, like, a proper judgment of, like, quality of views, right? But, I still like this. I think maybe the dimensional shifts that I did could have been handled a little bit better. Because I think those were jarring for most people. Every video, every battle, I wanted to have it to cut like a different video game. To be like, oh, like, it's Void, you know, we're hopping different dimensions. I wanted to do something similar to the Mob Psycho, like, 100% arrogance meter. Where, like, every ability that's lost, there's a countdown, you know? Like, this is me cutting to Smash Bros. Brawl. Actually, it's Project M Turbo Mode. Fun fact. There's a lot of great scenes here. I love the beginning to... I love this part. Yeah, this felt fucking epic. Streets don't talk about this part enough. Like, this video I definitely went all out for. This one was a big spectacle. remember Crash and Bernstein? Yeah, I do. Wasn't that show about the puppet? Anyway, the final battle. Oh, look, giant eyeball. Zelda told me to shoot things. Yes. Specifically, Silent Sword! He's not your way. What the fuck is the part where it cuts to all the friends we made along the way? Yeah, he's a... Hit him up, shoot him up, shoot him up, shoot him up. Yes. Times of conflict and construction. Our destiny is mine. Come on, Tarabana. Come on. That shit's tough. Yeah, I like this one a lot. I like this one a lot. I kind of have like these weird feelings towards it. I think it's probably a better video than Return of Dreamland, maybe. But I think I have a personal bias where I have like some regrets regarding it, and that will always be a factor that like I have that like other people might not have. There's still like a lot of moments that I like a lot. I love ESP being redeemed from BDSP. That was like a mini arc, and I play the Dreams of Absolution theme from Silver the Hedgehog. 'Cause every night, I think that's tough. And the more I talk about it, the more I want to put it right here, actually. I think I do like this more than Return to Dreamland. I don't know. I kind of just like how fucking dreary it is. I kind of just like how shitty I made myself. Like, I like the idea. Like, I lost Gun Kirby in BDSP, which, by the way, I think that's a flaw in BDSP Nuzlocke. I think I should have, like, emphasized that more. I think I should have emphasized that more and gave a proper conclusion to Cyrus in some capacity. Those are the two regrets I have with the BDSP Nuzlocke. But I think, like, one thing that's weird for me is when I make these videos, I'm like, okay, how does the Don character develop, right? So, like, in Return of Dreamland, I conquer my arrogance, right? Like, okay, like, I'm not gonna be, like, a fucking dickhead anymore. In BDSP, I kind of have it together, but I lose this, like, Yoda-type figure, this, like, Gun Kirby guy that's been guiding me, right? He's gone. And I kind of lose my shit. So then, in Star Allies, I'm like, fuck, like, I lost my goat. My goat, keep in mind, that, like, helped me and believed in me the entire time in Return of Dreamland. Well, no one else did. This made-up character. And then Star Allies, I'm, like, looking for him the entire time. And I like that a lot. I think I like that direction. It probably could have been handled better. Like I said, I'm still, like, I don't think I'm the best writer. Like, I just think I could be better. I'm learning, you know, like editing something I've been done for 3 years, writing scripts like this and trying to make like little screenplays. I've only done it like a handful of times. I do think I'm getting a little bit better each time, which is cool. But if someone were to go out of their way and dissect my videos and explain why they're shit, like, I'd be open to hearing that. Because I'm like, there's a possibility. You know, I'm sure everyone that writes their own stuff thinks it's decent in some capacity. Paper Mario Sticker Star, baby. Golly! This fucking video. This one I streamed during, like, Don Shnack Season 1. Like, this one was this was, like, when I was originally starting to blow up off of shorts. And I kept it in my back pocket waiting for the right moment until they were releasing Thousand Year Door. It was inspired by... Chugga Conroy made a video dissecting Paper Mario Sticker Star, and he kept talking about how the battles are necessary. And I wanted to test that and make this, like, pseudo review of pseudo playthrough, because I don't think like a full-on video essay would work. You know, I kind of have to keep like the soul intact. Sticker Star is the best video on YouTube. IMO watched it like 50 times. Might be a little biased because I love Sticker Star. Thank you so much, Nevu. I appreciate the 5. It's so funny when people are like, I love this video, even though I totally shit all over it. What's funny is, like, the big reveal in this video was me figuring out that, like, it's not really an RPG. And I thought I posted that video, and I was like, damn, they're really gonna call me a dumbass for this one. A lot of people actually didn't know that. That it was, like, it's kind of like this puzzle adventure thing. Like, they wanted to, like, step away from RPGs. I like this video. I think people find it, like, way more impressive than it actually is. You know what I'm gonna do, actually? I'm gonna do this. I feel like, this makes me feel happier. Because now we're getting to the real good stuff, and I'm like, oh. I don't think these should all be in the same bracket, you know? But, what's funny is, paper stop motion is a lot easier to do than you'd think. And it was like really fun to explore that new talent. You know, this is when I really started cementing myself as a person that can like do a bunch of different things. You know, like people know me as the Paper Mario guy, the Pikmin guy, the whatever. It's like, nah, I'm everything, baby. Suck my fucking dick, you know? But this shot's still fucking money. Yeah, this one's cool. This one's cool. I think I improve upon it later on. I think my critiques could be better. There's just some things that I get flat out wrong a lot in this video, but I don't think people diminish my points too much because of it. Like there's this thing that people do online where if you get like a criticism, like if you get a detail about a criticism wrong, they start to invalidate your entire argument. When I don't think that, I didn't get too many comments like that. For example, I complained so much about using the fan on the first boss, when in actuality, you should only have 2 thing stickers on your hand at that time, being the scissors and the fan. And thus, like, that's where this puzzle has some leeway. You know, it's like, well, what else are you supposed to have? I don't know how the fuck I have the cat. But yeah. Yeah, this one kind of was the start of something beautiful, you know? I think it's great. I think this video is very good. Very impressive. Whenever people, like, look at my channel and they're like, oh, you do little challenge runs. I'm like, no. I do cooler shit than that. And then I always say, like, oh, I do stop motion. And that's when people always are like, stop motion. Oh, stop motion. Oh, you do stop motion. Okay. Oh, you do stop motion. Didn't know he does stop motion. You know, like, whenever I tell people, like, about my channel, that's, like, always my go-to. Like, it's like, no, it's not just challenge runs. That's lame. All right? I do more than that. I add layers. So, I think this one's one of the greats. I'd put it around... yeah, I think I put that around there. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. That sounds good. No real flaws with the sticker star video that I can think of. Actually, besides like the small things that I got wrong, and doing reviewy type things really stressed me the fuck out regardless. So there's probably some things if I were to go through and watch it back right now, there'd be things that I could like pick up on. You know, because a story you can't really get factually wrong. You know, or look at it at an angle that you couldn't before. I guess you could with a story. But with a review, you can, you know, and I think I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. So I feel like when I do analyses and reviews and I look at it critically, it stresses me the fuck out, you know? So that's a thing. Rotation Battle Nuzlocke. This one is a sequel. This is one of the most, like, sequels I've ever had. I think I will put this at the bottom of really good. You can judge that based on its own quality, but for me, it doesn't do anything daring. It doesn't do anything new. Like, I think Pikmin 2 really elevates Pikmin 1. It adds so many more new things and new ideas and, like, really focuses on themes. I actually like Triple Battle more than Rotation. I think in a lot of scenarios, Rotation Battles, I try to repeat the magic of Triple and I failed. The ending of Rotation Battle is the same as Triple. I couldn't think of anything else. Which not every video, you know, needs to be this brand fucking spaghetti new thing. Like, bang, bang, bang. Like, you're gonna have things that aren't as great. Which is fine, right? Especially on YouTube. You know, I'm not uploading once a year. It's every month. But you could like this retread. It could be the first time you watched it, and this idea of the PowerPoint is way more original. I do have more of an emphasis on the characters, I think. Like, Bunger is, like, probably the longest lasting. Like, no one really talks about Brendan Fraser. I still people bring up Bunger and whatnot. I definitely lean into the rhythm-based like, I think I really started falling in love with timing things to music with this video. That was kind of like the thesis, I feel like, unintentionally, was there were so many rhythm edits, but still a lot of... I mean, I'm not going to use them, but it's still a lot of things that I like. I definitely think the PowerPoint videos are my best pacing videos. I don't know. They're so snappy. They're so snappy. Like that just because, like, I miss them. I feel like everything lasts the perfect amount of time. And that's not to say Mr. Like That ain't no schmo, all right? Fairy and Flying is a great typing. It's got awesome stats. It has Aura Sphere and Air Slash right off the gate, which are really good coverage moves. Y'all about to find out why he's truly like that. Bada boom, cooked. Oh, and also the last encounter we get for a while is Route 119. We found a sun kern. Oh!
I mean, I'm not gonna use them, but it's still pretty hype, you know? So we head up.
Like, I think this is perfect pacing for like a majority of the video. One of my favorite edits. Where do I find Shnack? There are a lot of funny bits in this one. The part where I take my shirt off, I think is really funny. Where I'm like, that's it. I need to get this off my chest. I use fan art, which was cool.
Bunger evolving into Embor. We just so many gods on a Tuesday, baby.
That's it. I need to get this off my chest right now.
We have fought so many.
Like, I think that's really cute. I'm proud of myself for that one. Again, I think this one too has a little bit of fluff that I could have cut out. There's a lot of encounters that I like never use, but I kind of bring up for like some reason. And they really could have just, like, it's like fluff. You know, it's like, okay, we get on with it a little bit.
You know, you just gotta get that Gucci, Louis, you know, Rollo. Giuseppe? What's that, Giuseppe? You want the biggest Chanel up in the air, you move?
Just east of a little.
I actually didn't know this initially, but there's that little
This is a good one, too.
Now I'm not alone, a family of my own. I get to go home with you.
This is the easiest way to get it. It feels comically easy. Easiest way to get reaction out of people. This is just have people make out, man. Internet's dumb that way. Hey, yo! You know, it's just like, oh, God forbid I touch tongues with my Venusaur. That'll be a joke that we'll always do, and it will always get a reaction. I think it was perfected, though, in the last video. Ridiculous ties! Look at the mob. Oh, my God, so many people join the mob. This is beautiful. This is excellent. This is it. This is my favorite edit ever.
Here is pretty terrible. But in the rotation battle, Nuzlocke, he's pretty freaking good.
Shout out to fucking Charlie XEX. So I still think it's a great video, but I think like Troll Battles, I like it more. I also just like looking at Black and White 2 more, and that just might be a little bit of a bias. However, if you miss the crazy theme Nuzlocks, I am doing an inverse battle one. Oh wait, sorry, that was probably way too loud. I apologize. If you missed the crazy theme Nuzlocke, we're doing the inverse battle one, and if that one does decent enough, I'm gonna do one where I combine them all together. So that one could be fun. Could be fun. That's only if the inverse one does well. If like people are over the PowerPoint videos and like whatever the fuck. RVAP, one of the mob. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now. Now. I think this is a hot take. This is my favorite Pikmin video ever, baby. Ever. I think this one has the best moments. I think it has the best progression, right? It's like, okay, so we dabbled a little bit with like these cutaways to, I don't like calling them cutaways. They're not fucking cutaways. They're part of the documentary. These scenes with like my troops, right? With Sean, with each, like really honing in on each member's personality. And it's cool. It's fun, you know? I think this is like a good spot for the blue teams. Again, I try to think about like character arcs, right? Like with cancel team, crab team, whatever you want to call them, right? It's like, okay, they were nothing, they were bad. What if we tried making them good, right? So in this one, it's kind of like the redemption, you know, that happens at the end. I think this one has the most beautiful ending out of every single Pikmin video. What's funny about the Pikmin videos is I like to go so hard on them and treat them so seriously because it becomes a joke, right? Because it's fucking Pikmin. But it makes sense to make it this nature military documentary. Some of my favorite moments is like the Sean comeback. Oh, wait, you guys can't hear it. My apologies. Yeah! Right.
Sean, instead of carrying them, so now we gotta take everybody out of the dark room to go save them.
Here we go.
But this time, instead of carrying them with Honey Team, somebody comes in decides to help us. Got it. Egg team, you're on the case. Run it. Well, wait. Is that Sean? Sean, have you returned?
I mean, how could I just dip out when worse comes to worse, or when my troops need me the most?
He came back. He came back for me.
I knew he didn't give up on us.
Let's make this quick. Let's make this quick. Let's make this quick. Because you know what? He's part of my army. We're not the best army, but we don't give up. We just gotta light the light bulb. If we light the light bulb, things are looking pretty okay with me, huh?
I may not always see eye to eye, but at the end of the day, that's still my captain.
Throw him over, throw him over. We keep on pushing, no matter how horrible things get and how many people die.
Strength and honor.
Come on, baby! We keep doing it, man. It's gotta be here, right? Yes!
Yeah! Like, it's just so... It takes itself so seriously that it's hilarious to me. I also think Culpa's introduction is, like, fucking perfect.
You know, she's not alone. What it is, you know him, you love him. It's the Banana Team.
Hey guys, I'm back.
Look at my dumb little derpy angels, bro. Look at them.
I'm a banana picky. I'm immune to electricity and I can be thrown high.
And on top of that, they're really stupid. They haven't had a thought since Lyndon B. Johnson's presidency, dog.
Yeah, this one's tough. I don't know. We just like up the cinematography for every scene. Nexus.
After some questionable actions.
Shit, bro, what didn't I do, man? Arson, assault, armed robbery.
These guys became cancel team in our second documentary. And, you know, they definitely lived up to the name.
Perks, counterfeit, conspiracy, hacking, the government, homicide.
However, since the last documentary, a lot of the cancel team kind of went on to join a church. They saw the culture of the crab species on the planets, and they really like what the crab
Hero Brent, all my songs that I use are copyright free. I just use video game music.
stand for.
See, but the thing is, though, is I'm a changed man now. You feel me? Like, I'm messing with crabs. I fuck with crabs. I've converted to crabism.
And since they joined this church, they're now like reformed, and they request to be called Crab Team.
Everybody does some fuck.
That's low-key a realistic arc, bro. If you're like menace to society, what do? You join a fucking cult. You join a cult. Yeah, I think this one just felt very eventful. Like, every day felt like I had something to offer. I feel like there was no... It's a long-ass video, but to me, I watched this back and I'm like, I don't think there's any filler. You know, I feel like everything progresses in a really cool way. There's a build the bridge day. We just kept talking about building the bridge like that. Heavy on that. Fought a boss day 11. You know? It's tough. And also, too, I feel like this has a very solid through arc, right? Where it's like, okay, here's our objective for today. And we keep messing it up until finally, like, we achieve something, you know? And I think that's cool. I think that's fucking cool. I like this one a lot. Yeah. Yeah. Yup. That's awesome. You know, all the above. All the above. All the above that shit. All the above that shit. All right. New mayor with the 5. I think I figured out why your vids are so enthralling after watching most of the stream. It's absolutely, for me, the holy dramatic storytelling. So it sets me apart, baby. I don't know, because the videos that inspired me that I think are some of the best are the ones that, like, I was, like, sucked into it, you know? It can be simple. Like, I think Alphared's World of Night Nuzlocke was kind of like that, where you start getting attached to, like, the little characters he used. But also, I think, like, what's her name? Jaden Animations, Nuzlocks, you know? And that's cool. I fuck with that heavy. More on that, not enough on that. Because also, too, I feel like with YouTube, we reached an era where, like, people want to trim the fat so much, where it's like, well, I don't have any time to, like, feel anything, you know? You're just telling me stuff. I want to, like, get invested. It's real! I think also, eventually, I would love to work on a show, and this is, like, my conduit of doing that. Kirby Air Riders. This is, like... Or Kirby Air Ride. I think this is where the Punished arc kind of starts. Just the 2. The Air Ride vids are my absolute favorite videos. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for the 2. This is where I think production started getting really fucking crazy. Like the all-nighters start kicking in. This one I definitely bit off more than I could chew, where I did for the first time ever do like 2 parts out of desperation, which will become a recurring theme. This last video was not out of desperation. I genuinely wanted to like make a good story. And I just didn't want to do it in like 2 fucking hours. Because I also think like super long videos are getting a bit obnoxious. I think to watch and to... Like, I think an hour is cozy. You know, I think an hour is cozy. But this is the city trial segment of the Kirby Air Rider video. I'm really proud of this one because I think this one, off of concept alone, had the worst... I mean, like, let's break it down, right? Air Riders... It got a sequel, which no one saw coming. No one saw coming at all. This one, I think, had a very prominent theme, you know, that being nostalgia. That theme was in the narrative. That theme was in the edits, that's like my favorite thing ever, is when there's like this cohesiveness, right? Between like I think the Pikmin videos are like that too, where it's like this dramatic, this overly dramatic retelling of this Pikmin stream that takes itself way too seriously, and that's imbued in the edits and the narrative. But I think it makes it very funny, right? Because it's like, it's fucking Pikmin. They're like, meep, meep, you know, but in the video, they're like, we're fucking dying, you know? But yeah, I had to cut it up into 2 parts, which is a little stanky, but I still like this video a lot. I think it's hard to do like 100% videos because it is a lot of like, and then I did this, and then I did that, and then I did this, you know? Which made it kind of difficult. I don't think people mind that though, because that's like most YouTube videos, right? Like a lot of people are just kind of like, and then I went and did this, and then I fought the boss, and then I beat the boss, you know? So I don't think a lot of people mind that. I think I minded it. This was definitely like when like I had a lot of scrapped ideas. Like I wanted to have each air ride machine have a voice. Not each and every one, but like a lot of them I wanted to introduce the little vehicles as characters, which I will do. Maybe in the Air Riders sequel, I'll do that, or the Kirby Air Ride Nuzlocke. But that's the cool thing about scrapped ideas is like you can always reuse them. Obviously, the aesthetics were something that I put like a huge time sink into. I think it paid off. I think like we're living in a really interesting era where aesthetics are so fucking important, right? Like your thing could be shit, but if it looks cool, man, people will fucking love it. This was such a fucking bitch to do. Green screening myself every single goddamn time was so annoying. I am not looking forward to doing that again, but this time I have help. This time I'm not doing it all by myself. Because this process really took a long time. I think this one has like a very unique editing style. I try to separate the editing in like all my videos, but this one I think stands out more so, right? Which I think is really cool. And I like that. And yeah, I don't know. People really like these videos. And I think they're pretty cool too. I like them as well. I don't really know if I have much else to say. I think this one was just more like flexing creative muscles and stuff. I think it's really good. I like this video a lot. I put it like right up here, I think. I think it's a very good spot for it. Yeah. That's a good spot. I don't know what else to tell you. I really like the vibe. Yeah, everyone loved the aesthetic for that one for sure. And that was, I mean, and to be fair, that's like the entirety of the video. So, kind of works. Damn, all the videos I'm in are ranked low. Well, that's because that's not true. You're in the fucking BDSP one. It's because we did the ones that we did were so early in the career, dog. They were so early in the career. Like, do you think the CPU escort mission's gonna be S tier, dog? Come on now. We just need Jason another video. Shadow. This one's weird. This one I got experimental, bro. This one got crazy. Obviously the big highlight is the ending. Because I love making crazy endings. I always like doing fucking wild endings here, man. Because there's no risk. If people don't like the ending, they can leave. It doesn't hurt the video's performance. And if they like the ending, they'll walk away like, dude, this is fucking sick. This fucking made me shit my britches. I think this video is a little bit of doing the most. I think it's cringe. I think other people might think it's a little cringe. But I think some people will think like it's fucking awesome. A lot of the jokes land. I think I do like the little theme that I had of like, okay, it's neutral at first. It's very normal. And then it becomes like when I'm on the good side, I'm like Mr. fucking Rogers. And then when I'm on the bad side, it's like a salt trap. I think that's kind of neat. I think the video didn't do that well because this kind of idea, like I think some of my ideas are a little outdated, you know, like I think like stream highlight videos, like the video game challenge runs are taking a little bit of a dip personally. That's like, can be debated though. Low-key Escrow was good, but we were ahead of our time. We did, bro. Someone call the game grumps, bro. Someone call the game grumps. I still like this video. I would like recommend it to very specific people. I think this could be like, if you were making your list, this could be like here or here, but it could also be fucking here. I don't know. I feel like it scratches a certain autistic itch. I think it's definitely the most autistic one. Down, where'd you get the fuzzy handcuffs? You don't even know the answer to all my questions. Pass Calix, I love them off. Thank you so much. Switch the counts to be more lore accurate. True! I love the character of Shadow Puppet. Some people found it annoying, but I think it's funny. And also, what's fun about doing Sonic videos is Sonic fans are still the worst. There are still people that like complain about like me making fun of the game's story, and it's like, dog, it's Shadow the Hedgehog. Who's not making fun of this game's story? You know, obviously I like this game, but it's in jest. Well, Don, you're missing the point, bro. It's Shadow the Hedgehog. This game's kind of ass. I love it, but it's kind of ass. Yeah. Definitely most bad shit ending I've ever made. I don't think I'll ever revisit this style ever again, but it's cool. I don't know where to put it, though. I really don't know where I put it. I'm kind of conflicted. Probably put it at the bottom of really good. I think. And that's not all Sonic fans. It's just like a, you know, it's a very autistic minority. Like me! So it's all love, you know? Is Dev B? Give it the ending. You think B? I'm thinking like right here or here. Yeah, top of B sounds good. I think it's good. I think it's conflicting though. I think I feel about it as like a B. But yeah, because there's no real emotion towards it, I think. And I think it does kind of fail in like I think Pikmin, it takes itself so seriously to where it's funny. But I think Shadow, I kind of teeter this line of like, it's kind of serious, but it's kind of not. And I think like that, I don't like about it that much, you know, to where it can be cringe. Like I should pick a lane there. But this isn't objective. It's just the way I feel, you know? And I think my videos are different enough to where you can have a different list, and that's totally fine. All right, the big boy. The big boy. I think last year I put this up here. Not the one. I put it up here. I don't think it's up there anymore. I think it's here. I think this one actually has the roughest animation in terms of the paper cutout stuff. I think people really like this video because I think Mario and Luigi as like RPGs are very underrepresented. Like I've been seeing Mario and Luigi videos. Maybe I might dip back into the series because I feel like there's a lot of fans and there's a lot of people making videos on it. It did insanely well, but I don't think that's necessarily the quality. I think it's more so like the thumbnail just goes fucking insane. And also, like I said before, it's a very underrepresented series. I think this is like the messiest video, and I kind of admit that, and I think there's something kind of like nice about that. Like it's just kind of like sitting the fact that like this is fucking messy, you know? But I think this is where reviewing things really started getting stressful for me. These streams were very fucking stressful for me, and not in a way that I wanted to embrace, in a way that I wanted to cut out, right? Like it just got fucking crazy. I think like genuinely just doing I don't think it hurt the video. I think I was able to work around it, but for me as an experience, doing a challenge run and a blind playthrough is crazy, right? Like that just shouldn't be done. That's stupid. But sometimes you gotta learn the fucking hard way. You know, obviously in hindsight, it's easy to figure out. A lot of good jokes here. I still think it's a very good video. I put in the very good Luigi's Southwestern Omelet. There's a lot of good bits. I think a lot of my critiques I still like and hold up. I think this one, I mean, it got really popular, so like I got a lot of dumb comments, but people being like, dude, why does you want the story to fucking be this great thing as Mario and Luigi? And it's like, I totally make so many comments in the video talking about like the story doesn't have to be crazy, you know, it just has to be entertaining, which is not. And then I think too, I think one thing I wish I fixated on too in the commentary is I talk about how good the gameplay is, but I feel like if you wanted really good RPG turn-based gameplay, you could get that somewhere else, like a game that really focuses on that. And I feel like the reason why like Mario RPGs are really popular to begin with is their accessibility, their ease, but also it is the world. It is like the characters and stuff that are really interesting. And thus, I feel like this game failed. Like people are like, oh, but the gameplay is the best. I don't think it's a Mario RPG. And I think I wish I fixated on that more. So shout out Don for paying real artists. I do pay real artists. We gotta do that, man. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. But I think people appreciate this video for talking about the game's strengths, because I still think out of all the Mario RPGs, this one probably has the coolest combat. Granted, I haven't played Dream Team. I heard this is just copy and pasted from Dream Teams, but I like the card system. What's funny is I didn't know who Ludwig really was at the time, but now I've played basketball with him on many occasions, so that's a weird little full circle moment. I don't think he even knows I have a YouTube channel though. And there's Jack. There are, I think I do think the Paper Mario videos are some of my funniest ones. The humor is allowed to be a lot more absurdist and a little more unhinged, which I think's funny. Like there's just this one has jokes after jokes. There's the beans. There's calling Iggy or Lemmy, whatever the small one is, autistic. There's asking chat how many pints of Prime, or no, how many kindergartners would they kill for a pint of Prime? I think that bit's really fucking funny. So this one's definitely really funny, but I think a different video I made kind of trumps it in the greats. I think I look back at the animation and it doesn't look as good. I think it's like, it was definitely rushed in that regard. And I think the streaming experience itself, looking back at that, is bogs it down for me a little bit. Hey! Puffy pussy, baby. This one I put at the very top of really good. The only thing that holds it back from me is it represents that was like the worst of the Gulag arc, of staying up all night and sacrificing my health for getting a video done. I was visiting home. This is the end of 2024. This was last year. I was visiting home. This is gonna be my big end of the year video. And I was home. I was in Jersey from like January 12th, or no, December 12th to like January 5th, and then we go on a vacation. And the thing, I wasn't like super, I wasn't aware how long my animations took me at the time, so I kept like thinking that like, oh, there wasn't that much left, but there was. And so I think a lot of parts of the video became unpolished, but that's fine. Like I'm okay with the mistakes, but I think if I was given like an extra week to like really polish the video, it would be the greats. I like the story. I think I look back at it as like a very satisfying conclusion to the trilogy, right? Like there's the embracing RNG, right? I lose Gun Kirby in the next Kirby Nuzlocke, right? And then I start like freaking out. And then, this one's about like, okay, Gun Kirby's never coming back. And like, I'm accepting that. Or he might, I don't know. I like keeping it ambiguous. Even though it pisses off people, but like I said, I like pissing off people in that regard, because it's like, no, I'm not gonna give you all your fucking answers. You know, like I'm gonna let you wonder about things. It's fun. Majora's Mask is one of my favorite games ever because there's so much shit that's just not explained to you. You know, it's just up to your interpretation. But like, regardless, in that moment of time, it's like, okay, like I need to accept the fact that like this shit's going wrong, and I feel like it's like a nice like developed character moment for me. In the character of me, not like me personally. You know, obviously like these aren't necessarily things that I go through. A lot of great scenes here. I was able to do like a lot of things that I wanted to do earlier. Like I was able to conclude Cyrus's arc. He has moved from Sinnoh to Kanto. Sinnoh's destroyed. He gives me dark matter. He's on his chill yoga millennial arc thing, and I think that's pretty cool. I thought Pikmin 4 was the worst, trying to get it out. We'll get there. It probably is. This is second worst though. But there are some editing mistakes where I look back and I'm like, not that much though. I still think it's a fantastic video. If I wasn't so critical of myself, I'd probably put it up here. Even though I don't sound critical of myself because I'm kind of like glazing myself
But still, one thing that I thought was interesting was the BDSP video, the cutscenes, or I shouldn't call them that. The scenes that were animated was like me in a pixel world, but BDSP is not pixelated. And this game, the talking scenes, the animated scenes were in a non-pixelated world, even though Puffy Pink is pixelated. Puffy Pink I think is really cool. I like the character of Morpho Knight. I don't think he's one of my best characters, but I think he's cool. I think the GUI arc of him sacrificing himself because he's dark matter and kind of like self-loathing, I thought was kind of potent. I think the ending is very sweet. I think people really jive with this one. I like Blue a lot. That was voiced by my buddy Glides. I think Blue is a pretty funny character. I watched this back and I'm like, damn, the animation that I'm capable of doing now is kind of like knocks us out of the park. Low-key. I love this moment where the game resets. I like any moment in any video where I use this motivational like Donkey Kong track. You know what I'm talking about? Like a fucking... There, wait. I will take destiny into my... What is happening? That's tough! I don't want to keep fucking losing these, man. There's a good kind of rage, though. I feel good. That's a good-ass fucking song. But, like, this is a moment, though, too, in the video where I wish I made it more clear that, like, I timeline shifted or whatever. Like, I think, like, some things I had to have characters explicitly stated because I didn't really have the time to, like, polish it. And it's like, oh, okay, like, these are conclusions that you can kind of reach to yourself. Like, I wasn't able to, like, show, don't tell. Do you edit by yourself? For the most part, yes. Recently, I hired people to do rough cuts of videos, which means, like, they take the... it's Crook's March from Donkey Kong Country 2. It's, like, in the halfway point of the song. Right now, I just hired my shorts editors to do the rough cuts of videos. So I'll send them my talking heads, the parts where it's, like, me narrating, and the footage. They'll intersplice it, and then I'll do any animating, any, like, fancy stuff. I'll look over it. But all of these videos that I just listed, I have edited 100% myself. This vid kind of felt like the end of the losing arc. Yeah, I won in this video, which was cool. And I wanted to win. I think that was like a good conclusion, I also like this stopping point because I feel like there's ways to go. I think people also really appreciate like how I incorporate Kirby lore into my videos. And so it's like, okay, Void was there and now it's dark matter. And I think that's like a natural progression because that's what Void can evolve into. That's not necessarily confirmed, by the way. That's just like a fan theory, but come on, it's like, it's tough. It's tough. Like Void, in my headcanon, Void can become Kirby or dark matter. So yeah, I think this is a good part 2. It was made out of necessity, but I was pretty smart in the way I went about it, where it's like each video can serve as a part 1, right? Because it's like, oh, I start with City Trial, and this one I start with Top Ride and Air Ride, and it can be sectioned off. Each one can serve as a part 1. And I try my best in the script to not reference each other. So it's like, okay, like they're kind of like their own individual thing. I think this one is a very successful sequel, even though it was a part 2 made out of desperation. It has the iconic dance scene. I think my edits were way more polished in this one. Granted, I had more time, right, to like make something funky. And to really like lean into like this aesthetic that I did. I think I like part 2 more than part 1. I think part 1 definitely leaned into the more nostalgia theme. And I think part 2 was more about the vibes. And I think the vibes were cooler. And I'm over nostalgia at this point. It's too much. We get it. You had a childhood memory of this video game. We all have childhood memories with this fucking video game. Like it's not new anymore. It's not new anymore. But part 1 didn't have a fucking dance scene. And I think part 2 is cool because it made me appreciate Air Ride more. Like I actually learned how to fucking play Air Ride, which people cook me for that shit, but at least I didn't lie. At least I didn't cut that part out and was like, oh, whatever. Like, you know what? I'm gonna put my mistakes in. You can think if I'm fucking dumb if I want, I'll be real. I'm not gonna be the brightest, I'm not gonna be the best gamer, but I'll be real. I'll be real. I'll be real. Let's watch the dance scene real quick. Fuck it. Where that dough? 5, 4, 3, 2, where the one dough? It's probably on the spot. It totally is, dude. Fucking music. Dude, I was holding back. I could definitely bust it down so much better than this. The dawn! The Swerve Star does it again! Oh my god, how did it's like that call did or something! But wait a minute, hold up, wait. I'm sorry. I gotta pop off real quick. This song is too good. I gotta pop off. Hold up.
Well, that was fun. Like, that's perfect. I need more edits like that, where it's like, okay, that just condensed like 30 achievements, and no one gave a shit. No one gave a shit. I like the top right sections a lot too. I feel like that was like very montage heavy. I fuck with montages. This is a good part too. Is that another finish 5 seconds before second place? And that's specific to Sky. So I'm like, I wonder if it's the same in grass. Oh, would you look at that? Holy crap, Lois. So now the run just starts rolling. It's just constant dopamine. This little spree, there's a lot. I like the little Let's Jam segue. Like, there's a lot of cool little shit that I do in this one. There's parts where the music just fucking stops on a dime, though. That goes crazy. I'm trying to find it. Kirby. We have every single at this point ahead of second game. My aim free run. Never mind. We have to cross the goal 30 or more times in time attack. These missions can lick my anus. Finish the goal. That's a Don moment. Lick my anus. I gotta watch these back for the next 100% bid. Ooh. Where's the part? There's a fucking part where the edit is like really fucking sexy. Is it this? Sometimes. Oh look, you get these achievements just by playing, just by like having a good open. We streaming it, probably taking down for more air ride as we close. I think I'm doing the boost. Oh yeah, that's right. Boost. Swear the point. You know, whatever. The point is like there's a lot more like those subtitle parts. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot. It's like cooler. This one's got fucking more swag. This one's got fucking more swag. This one's like a little more heartfelt. There's a little more like, oh, like as a kid. But this one's like, dude, let's just get this fucking money, bro. And that shit is tough. Yes, it's tough. You might think it's not, but it is. It's tough. Oof. Luigi House, the most experimental video I've ever made. This one had the most complicated plot. It went over a lot of people's heads. Some people got it, some people didn't. It was a little bit messy. Again, it was just in my like not able to polish arc, which is tough. I think I'm gonna play in B. I think I like Shadow more. I think it's fine. I don't think it represents who I am as a creator. I don't think I'll ever be going through a style like that again. I think I like the idea of doing like a ghost hunter documentary type thing, with like in conjunction with the Pikmin ones. I think the problem was like this unreliable narrator thing. And I don't think I'm a good enough writer to really tackle something complicated like that. Maybe like in like a year or two, I could try to like do something like that again. But yeah, I think I just like tried something and I don't think I succeeded entirely. I think what I did succeed in though was again the aesthetics, like the way it felt different while still retaining like a lot of the key features to the Pikmin randomizers, right? Like I still had that like holographic feel. But everything, the whole soundtrack is like super eerie music and stuff. That's kind of neat, you know. This one feels very different, and like I said, I will always respect things for being different. But I think it's like if you were to sat down and watch a Don vid, like there's better ones to do. I think it's all right. I think it's all right. This one's going up to the fucking top. Put this up here, though. I love this video. I love this video. I don't think we talk about this video enough, but I have a very strict mission statements for collabs. I think YouTube collabs, I think the best way to be a YouTuber is what do you think is the culture? It's like the rap game. What do you think the culture's missing, bro? What do you think's missing from your niche? You know, Roseng Dory with the 2. OST used the moves of a game you never played. Cassette Beast, probably. See, you were in it, Chase, and you were the main character, if you think about it. What's it called? Fucking this one. I feel like with collaborations on YouTube, people just like... I think... How do I phrase this? I think everyone works with the same people over and over again, including me. I'm not gonna act like I don't have the same rotation of voice actors over and over again in my fucking videos, right? But that's mostly because I'm a lazy bitch and I pick people that are easy. But I think a lot of the times, dude, I remember growing up in like watching YouTube in the 2010s, and like when I saw a Let's Play of two people that I liked, that I never thought even fucking knew each other, my shit. You know, so like whenever I do like big collabs, I want to get the craziest cast of characters ever. All right, it's not gonna be some fucking white bread ass YouTube guys that it's just like, you know, like, oh, we're doing a then we fight, and it's like the same people I always record with. You know, it's like, no, I want to fucking mix that shit up, man. I want to do some crazy shit. Now, granted, I'm still gonna include a lot of my best friends, like Nexus or Jace, you know, but it's like, I think this is like I think the greats are like mission statement videos. Like, I think this represents me. That's how I view the greats, you know. I think they're my favorite because I think a lot of it's like, I had a goal, I achieved it, and I think this is what I'm gonna go for moving forward. I think this video meant a lot to a lot of people. Specifically PK said he teared up watching it. J-Moji was like, dude, I didn't think you were gonna go this fucking ham, and that got me like in the door with J-Moji, and he's like a great guy. We don't talk that often, but he's like a very fucking pleasant dude. This is my parents' favorite video, fun fact. I love the way that I like, besides Chase, funnily enough, because I think I just wanted to troll him. Everyone got like a unique thing. My only regret actually is with Vern. We made it too easy. I wish we did like 100cc with no fucking thing. I actually have two regrets with this video. This part got copyright struck, this montage, which sucks. It was a sick fucking montage. I'll post it to Twitter at some point. And the ending, I had this R&B song. This R&B song that a friend sent to me and was like, hey, I whitelisted your channel. You can use this song. It's fucking tough. It's so tough. But I was rushing and it got copyright claimed, so I had to replace it with the fucking snow theme from Paper Jam, which is fine. Like, it still works, but I miss the thing, man. The thing. Yeah, I rock with this heavy. This is the first video that I really like played around with cinematography and tried to do like a narrative video, but it was like all over the place in a really cool way. I wanted to like, emulate the style of a heist movie, which I definitely want to do again. I actually have a plan for that in the near future. I definitely want to revisit the heist thing. But there's just like a lot of cool stuff here. I don't know if there's like the cork board. It's just like you got a video with like with Wolfie, with Jace, with Dreams, with an editor, with you know, Chris. Oh, Chris! Peekaboo! He's not a voice actor. He's in this fucking video from the Mario thing. There you go. There you go. You know, PK, the veteran. Like, I was really proud of, like, doing... I don't know. This one just feels very cohesive, right? Like, I'm very proud of, like, okay, like, this is this person's title. This is how the challenge relates to them. It makes my brain really fucking satisfied, you know? And Dreams is in it, and that's tough. Dreams had a fucking good-ass little arc, baby. And he brought up the shit. He brought up fucking Cars 3. Also, just a lot of jokes that I really enjoy. This one being one of the a huge favorite for a lot of people, as well as mine, because it's just fucking the most out there thing ever. Bro, this shit's tough, dude. Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is gonna be one of those things like Sonic, where I'm not gonna make a video about it, but I'm gonna include it in every single fucking video. Because I know that's just gonna do ass, but fuck it, man. We gotta show some love. We gotta show some love.
The Prawn Planet. What is this? What game is that from?
Welcome to the world of Marvel vs. Capcom 3. The world's greatest heroes are all here. Lay claim to your glorious victory. That's right, the third chapter. The superheroes are all here. Who will rise to the top? Oh!
Acknowledging the Alfred passive got me. The passive. Like, his passive ability is luck. But even starting with him, this is like a creator that I very much used to look up to. And so it was like, oh, having him in the video was fucking cool. Getting Wolfie was sick. I think this video also forced me to go out of my comfort zone. It just meant a lot to a lot of people. I love a lot of the shots. Yeah, this is just a time, man. This is just a fucking time. This is just a fucking time. It was awesome. It's got no longevity. Like, this video kind of dead, but I don't care. I love this one. Maybe if Mario Kart World has like DLC, I'll do another one, or like the modding scene blows up. But yeah, this video fucks, man. This video fucking rocks. This video fucking eats asshole, man. But like in the greatest way possible. All right, Pikmin Fussy in my pussy. probably wondering, like, oh, this is the one that I always talk about and, like, how it ruined me. It did. When this video came out, I was really fucking depressed. I wanted to give Pikmin... So, Pikmin was, like, a big series for me. I want to give it a giant fucking finale. Pikmin 4 is the last one. I want to make a long-ass video, tie everything together, you know, reference everything. It was ambitious. It was too ambitious. I didn't have time. This was, like, in a huge era where I thought I could take on way more than I could. I had since gotten therapy, and we're all good. But I remember, like, hitting upload on this one and fucking, like, laying down next to my girlfriend in bed and just crying and, like, breaking down because it was so fucking stressful to get done. Like, I was really lost on sleep. There's a few of those. We definitely entered an era here. I still like it, though. People like this video a lot. I don't know if I put it in really good... Kibi, welcome to the mob. I feel like it's here. It's definitely bloated. Like, I feel like a lot of things could get cut out. You know, like, in Pikmin 2 and 3, I talked about how every day kind of felt like something. And really contributed to the plot. And it had, like, a good pacing. I think Pikmin 4's pacing isn't the best, but I think it's still not bad. I think the ending's actually really fucking adorable. With Kolpy meeting Sonic. Like, I think it means a lot to a lot of people. It is everyone's... Like, a lot of people... Not everyone. A lot of people, this one's their favorite. Like, I think it definitely... I think the gravitas is there and the spectacle. Like, I think it's, like, a good send-off, but I don't think it's, like, a... I think it could be a better video. I'll put it at the bottom of really good, I think. I think it also started that thing, too, of, like, oh, Don makes, like, 1 million-hour videos and stuff. I don't do it intentionally. That one was intentional. And I mean, it's still going pretty good for me to this day. The Almar sections kind of threw off the pacing a bit. That's a great criticism. I wanted it to be like... I wanted to do an Oppenheimer, where the story was told... Again, I'm not good enough for this yet. Like, I was trying something and I'm not talented enough to do it yet. I need to work on that skill. Or I needed more time. One or the other. I think I needed more skill. But the Olimar sections were supposed to be like what happened before. So if the Pikmin timeline was going to be in chronological order, it would be Pikmin 1, Pikmin 2, Pikmin 3. Olimar's Tales, Luigi's Mansion, and then Pikmin 4. Maybe if I ever like get around to making like a second channel where I just put like the low effort stuff, I'd make like Pikmin 4, the Pikmin documentaries told in chronological order, and then it would be like a little bit more cohesive that way. But I completely agree with you. I failed to like really make it. Like, I had people tell me after, like, this part confused me, and like not a single person was like, that's sick, you know. So I think I failed in that regard as a filmmaker, but that's fine. You know, it's like, what are you gonna do? I beat myself up for it for too long. And it still did great monetarily, and people still love it to this day. I still think there's a lot of great moments. I think I just should have like relaxed a little bit, you know. So yeah. So moving on to something lighter. This fucking, where's this shit? So this used to be in the greats. It's not there anymore. I love these videos. I love this vid. I love this video. I don't think I have anyone ever said that the Color Splash one's their favorite, and I think that might be because like maybe you don't care about Color Splash as much. Dude, I think this one, again, talk about like what to improve upon with sequels. I love the small things I did in this one. Like, each world has its own colored background. This one did stress me out again. Like I said, don't expect too many reviews from me, because this is why I don't do video essays anymore. They stress me the fuck out. Like, I feel like it's like, fuck, like, I don't know. I don't like being a critic. I like making things. I don't like talking about things. I think the animation on part 1 and 2 of these go crazy. It's like so much nicer to look at. There's a lot of bits that I enjoy. It's just a fucking time. It's just a fucking time. It's just a fucking time.
Are you talking about Krillin?
I'm talking about Krillin.
Son, he's
Look,
actually...
Chase, look, dude, it's Goku, man. It's Goku, your favorite.
Behold, the power of the chosen! Yeah! Son Goku? Yeah! There's more!
Hey. Sorry about that. Can you stop?
Are you talking about Krillin?
I think I've actually lost it. I love those fucking bits, man. I love those bits. This is some Don autism shit that somehow I got lucky that other people found funny. We use Fire Flower. Fats with the 5. I absolutely love this 3 run of videos. Made me fall in love with your channel. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. The Cosmo streams got me through some shit. And I'm glad to hear that. Thank you. Hammer.
Great!
Thanks, Silver the Hedgehog.
It seems like collecting chaos drives from my enemies replenishes my power.
That's really great, man. I'm really happy for you. All right, cool. I'm blowing up this pirate. Oh my. That's just good. That's good shit right there. That's good shit right there. Silver the Hedgehog's there. I think my paper animation goes fucking nutty here. I think looking back, I think I gave Color Splash like a little too much praise because I feel like I look back and I'm like, I will genuinely never play these games ever again, and I think that is a sign of their quality. I still stand by the writing. I think it like tickles my funny bone, but it dies. So we do everything in the level, reach the final section, and then this happens. No! Yui! Save it! Kirsty! It's tough. It's tough. This one, I was on my animation shit. Like, I think in the previous 2, things kind of just, like, popped on screen a lot. But this one, I went out of my way to, like, do, like, heavy stop motion. I mean, there's, like... Bruh, I did this shit at, like, 3 a.m. Where the fuck is it? Which I'm proud of. But I'm not proud of the fact that I had to stay up super late to do it. Yeah, I think this one, the paper craft shit just went the hardest, you know? And to me, I like that more than any criticism, you know? Like, to the way I look at these videos is that has more of the soul. Battle! I think it does pass paper. Which battle you encounter beast? Alright, same as one hammer here right here. Alright, that was easy. Again, it's nice to see a spiked enemy, but one hammer does a trick here. Oh, also, I like just uploaded that to Twitter today. Maybe I should have captioned it. I don't know, bro. I don't know the Twitter meta anymore. I'm just posting clips. I just want people to see the sauce. Oh, this guy. This one's good too. I like this. Where do you... Forcing the player to use the thing card. But the question is, do I like this? Maybe. Well, no. The answer is actually no.
But what if it's maybe?
Where do you people keep coming from? I don't... Maybe. I love Marble. Impact frames. See, the paper impact frames go crazy. This shit is tough. I'm putting it over here. No, I'm putting it right here, actually. There's another one I think is greater. But yeah, I fuck with that one. I fuck with that one heavy. I fuck with that one heavy, man. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Nah, dude, nah. Most underrated video of all time. Most underrated video of all time right here. This shit, I think it is. It's the same thing as... Maybe I don't like watching myself that much. As like Louis Mansion or Shadow, where I feel like these are definitely like the weird kid lunch table of the Don videos. But I think this one has my sharpest writing. I like the characters. I think they're funny. I don't like Barrel J. Lewis Dogington or whatever the fuck I named them. Like that one I'm kind of like, eh. But I like all the other guys. They make me laugh. And people really resonated with the message at the end. I think I could have made the message at the end way more subtle. Like, it kind of just like goes right into it. Another part, like a big song got copyright claimed, and that was like a week after the fact. So there's like a really awkward part near the end that's supposed to be emotional, where the music is just fucking gone, and that sucks. But I think I like that this video shows off my acting chops, which I think I have a little bit of. It doesn't get commented on that much, which is fine. I don't think I'm that great at it, but I like doing it, right? And I think yeah, this one's just funny, man. This one's just fun. You want to get with me? No. Like there's a lot of the jokes for this one just fucking land for me, at least. I think I'm like a big fan of just like absurd character. Like in comedy they call it game, or it's just absurd character and then normal character, you know. And I think this one was like a really good like instance of that. Like a lot of the jokes here are good. The ethos of this one was like a lot more timing things into music, you know, and each character was supposed to represent what I think it should take to be a creative. I think that got lost on a lot of people. Again, like it is a little messy in theming. This was before, this was during my rush arc of getting shit done, but that's fine. Clitoris is the goat. He's my favorite. But yeah, this one just kind of hits. This one just kind of hits, man. This one just kind of hits. It's got a forward and back moment. That's pretty cool. I like forward and back. I think this one's writing diff. I think this one's just writing diff. That kind of video editing with the slap in the face of art combined with playing Unbeatable was really inspired. Keep up the wonderful work. Thanks so much. Ridiculous ties. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah, this one did pretty bad, but I think the fans really love that one. And that one's, that one's for the homies, bro. That one's for the homies, bro. I lied. This is a top 6. Whoa. Okay, whoa. Yeah, I don't know. I most of the cuts to the interviews, I feel like most of the jokes land and I like it. I think Paper Jam, Color Splash Part 2 is one of my favorites, actually. I think that's one of my strongest sequels. Because that was like a rush sequel. That one was one that was born out of necessity. Like, I just didn't have time to finish it. And again, like, I was really panicked about, like, making a proper review. And so it ended up being 2 hours long. But I don't want to make any more 2-hour videos. Like, after Pikmin 4, I was like, enough. So this video is a continuation. But I think I always want my sequels to feel different. And this one, I think, has a different soul. And that's for one reason and one reason only. And that being this fucking idiot. I love this character. I named him Herbert. That's his unofficial name. I never actually gave him the real name, but I really I love writing characters in dialogue and just like communicating with somebody. I'm not a big fan of like the YouTube narration. I was just like by myself being like blah 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 blah. Like I found like as I keep making stuff, I really like making characters. I just make them little colorful wacky guys. They don't have to be like the most developed things ever, but they just talk differently. I think that like is nice for the viewer, maybe because if like you don't like me as much, you can enjoy the presence of another character. But I really like Herbert the Sniffit. He's just a funny guy, and I'm really proud of myself. This one was also kind of rushed, even though it was a part 2. But the ending, it is a little messy, and I think maybe like a year from now, I'm gonna look back at this and be like, like maybe I don't like it as much. But I like this video because it just gets into like a raw frustration that I have a lot. I don't think it's entirely indicative of how I feel about like making videos and things like that. But at this time, I think it captures a moment where I was really frustrated with like, fuck, like I'm doing all these paper edits and it's taking forever. And I get all these comments where people just watch this shit in the background. It's like, what the fuck am I even doing this for? Like I'm sacrificing sleep. So there's like a very tired Don that's like upset with his work. And I think what was smart about this video was I was running out of time. So I decided to make it part of the video to make the edits really shitty. And then, as I start caring again, it goes back to being good again. And what I like about this video too is there's a really cool litmus test where the part 1 ends with me talking about PD Piranha. And then part 2, I don't talk about PD Piranha until the 59-minute mark. And people still leave comments like, Don, you never talk about PD. You fucking moron. Watch the video. And I love litmus tests. This one also has like a lot of funny bits. I love Silver with the fight with Iblis, and like that was like an ongoing thing. I think that was pretty funny. I love my dialogue with Herbert. That shit's good. And I think this is like a messy review, but like a good capture of how I was feeling at the time. And I think that's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I don't think everyone's gonna appreciate that. I think people are gonna like, I was looking for a review like this is corny, whatever. And that's fine. That's valid, right? Because it is kind of corny. But I look back at this and I'm like, I'm proud of myself for making something out of this. Because this one was hard, dude. Like the first Sticker Star 30 battles, this one was fucking 70. What? That's so many. And I like how distinct this one feels. So I think this one's like a creative W in my book. Oh fuck. There's too many greats. Shit. I have an idea. Wait, no. Yeah, that's fine. There needs to be like an A- tier. This is like my almost great tier. I like that. Yeah. I like that. I really like worst Kirby copy abilities. This one was rushed. This one was another fucking breaking point. I was in therapy at the time, and I've since then, I think I've made like a pretty great improvement in terms of like getting stuff done in a little bit more of a timely manner. It felt like episodic sitcom energy. Yeah, it was like that. Or no, I guess this is A+. A+, right? A+. Or like S-. I don't know. It's like A+. I fucked up, man. People really jam with this one. I think it's an avenue that I'll be exploring a lot more because I think I've always struggled as a creator of like mending the gap between my shorts and my videos. And I think this one kind of does it a little bit in terms of the subject matter because like what is the worst Kirby copy ability could be a short. And I like that it's a video. The thumbnail is gas. I love the dynamic between Nexus and I. It pissed a lot of people off, but it's one of those things where it makes me happy. Because if you're making people angry at you for the right reasons, I think it's a good thing. Like if people are like, oh, I hate the personality you're giving this video, then it's like, good. This wasn't made for you. I always think of it this way. Mr. Beast always says he doesn't put personality in his videos because it might detract some viewers. So I think if you got haters, if you got people that think you're annoying, as long as you have people that love you, that means you're good because that's like, I don't want you to, if you think I'm annoying, I don't want you watching my shit. You know? All the greats got haters. If you look at any field, if someone's truly great, I think of like Kendrick Lamar, like one of the most like prolific and decorated rappers of our time. There are people that hate Kendrick, that are like, this guy's fucking stupid, and he acts all like up his own asshole. I think he's fucking great. And he wouldn't, if he had no haters, he wouldn't be fucking great. You know? And I think this is like one of those videos. I love the character that I gave Nexus. I think the ending was very impromptu, but I like it with metal. There was a whole section that was cut out, and maybe I'll do a stream one day of like the beta stuff. I'll do a beta 64 video of Dom videos because there was supposed to be a whole section on high jump, and that was gonna be the ending, but it got cut for time constraints. But that's fine. I think this one had the most cut like content, most cut stuff to it, but I still like it. Like I like a lot of the jokes. I like how it randomly gets interrupted by the Delilah breakup. That I love the Waddle Dee dunk. Oh, that's gotta go on Twitter, bro. I gotta post that one. That one's tough. I got so many clips I can make. This is good. Bro. This is good. We gotta get the word out there, chat. We gotta get the word out there that we're back up, bro. Where is it? There's a lot of moments I like. I mean, this one's like, Nexus is one of my best buddies online. And I feel like this is like, I love this because this is, a lot of it's just our friendship. Like, it's just me as a character, him as a character. Like, this part is completely unscripted. This was completely improvised. I don't have the fucking volume on. Hold up. That song.
Shit, tell me something I don't know.
You know that song, Sweet Home Alabama?
Yes.
Did you know that's a diss track?
I did. I found that out on TikTok 2 years ago.
Wait, you actually knew that?
I did. I found that out. I saw a video on it.
Oh, really? Because I made it up.
What?
Nah, I'm fucking playing.
I was gonna say, man, I saw a TikTok on it too.
No, I didn't. I actually did not think you would know that.
Dude, TikTok be teaching me new shit, bro.
The Fire and Ice. I like that. You do not voice in this. Yeah, this one, Mr. Boat makes a cameo, Tobin does, and then Hannah plays Delilah. Where's the dunk? Bro, the dunk, it's shit like this is why I make videos right here. Look like a joke, but what you don't know is it's actually life. Hit it, Waddle Dee.
Bitch, you weren't with me shooting in the gym.
Tell Lucy and I said, fuck it, I'm tearing holes in my budget.
No, but Ball may look that shit's tough! That's tough! That is tough. Heavy on that. Yeah, but I like it. It has like a sitcom-y vibe to it, but I kind of like that a lot. It's like different. I've never done something like that. And people didn't like it. I liked it. It did well. Fuck you. You know? I like it a lot. What holds it back from being great is, I think, like I said, like a lot of things could be cleaner. A lot of things could be smoother. There's a lot of editing mistakes. There's sometimes sitcom stuff might be in the way, might be too much, but like I think it's funny. I like it. And if you're not making stuff for yourself, what the fuck are you doing? You know? Okay. Okay. Sonic! This one's fine. Yeah, I think this one's okay. It was definitely like more of a filler-ish video. I've been obsessed with the idea. If you guys know CoffeeZilla and having like a virtual set, I always thought that was cool, and I wanted to do something like that. Oh, why is the music not picking up? That's fucking awkward. What the deuce? Was it still not picking up? Oh, it's muted. That's why. I'm silly. I'm a silly Billy. I low-key think Zavok carries this one. I think Zavok's so funny. It's one of my favorite characters I've ever made. He's awful. He's the worst. And yeah, but besides that, I don't think of anything that's like really special or is unique about this one. Like with really good and up, there's something that I think I do well. There's something I really like about it. With good, you know, it's just kind of like, these are fine. Like, I think they're good videos. I think they're whatever. It's probably a little bit too long. It's like an hour 45, actually. It's pretty fucking long. It could have been cut down a little bit. But I don't know, it's hard. Like, do you skip races and stuff? Like, I don't know. It was difficult. It was a hard one to do. I want to get a Sonic video in, like, the A tiers, man. I want to. Sonic doesn't do too well for me, but I think I gotta start, like, thinking of ways to tackle it more head-on. Because I did Shadow the Hedgehog and racing games, which people don't really care about. You know? This thumbnail is tough as shit, though. Wait, is the music still off? What? Is it gone? Am I erming? Oh my god. I'm erming. But yeah, I don't have much else to say. I think the cut idea with this one is, like I said before, I wanted more characters to come on and talk. The music is playing? There's music. Is it not playing? Is there music? Yeah, it's gone. What? Why? Now it's back, right? Yeah, it's totally back. That's so weird. Sorry about that. Appreciate you, PIR, for answering that. Yeah, it doesn't really do that much. You know, there's no style. There's no, like... I wanted more Sonic characters chiming in, but that, like, again... this was, like, things were being rushed during this time. So, I had to cut out a lot of character interactions. And I think I really start liking it when Zavok appears. It's still a fine video. Like, people like this one a lot. But I think it's good. I think it's fine. I'm not too fond of the last three. Oh. I think this is my most fucked up by time constraint video yet. I think it's good. I put it like right here, actually. Oh, I love that placement. So I love random battles. I've gotten high on the random battle ladder, and one thing that I like to do on Discord with like Nexus and Culpa sometimes is late at night we would just like throw down on Rambats, and I was like, this has potential. Like, it's the most popular competitive format, and like there's so much misinformation. I think it's too niche. I also think I haven't uploaded a Pokemon video in a while, hence why I didn't do that well. I also went out of my... There's a lot that I like. A lot of the complaints that I have about collaborations, I think a lot of it relies in the Pokemon community, where like a lot of the same... People complain about the Pokemon community being very cliquey, and the same people like work together all the time. And I always want to break that, right? So I try getting like the craziest cast of characters. I talk to every Pokemon creator. Like, if you could name a Pokemon creator, I probably hit them up. And I like the cast that we get. We didn't get like some like too many like crazy ass fucking A-listers. Wolfie was really intrigued by it. Me and him got lunch when I visited DC, but he was not able to do it. PM7 was very kind and DMs. He couldn't make it. A lot of my Then We Fight friends couldn't make it. That's fine. But I think like this one, I had like such huge ambitions for, and a lot of it had to get cut. I wanted to make a video, a tournament arc, where no one was a background character. Everyone had like at least a little bit of something, right? A little bit of something. Like the smallest fucking thing. And on paper, everyone did. But there's a lot of problems with that. Some people's footage fucking sucked and was not that usable. I'm thinking of Addy, who, funnily enough, had an arc, right? I think the tournament was unbalanced because a lot of people are great at, like, I had all different types of Pokemon creators, but like obviously the people that are good at competitive singles are the ones that triumph. I still think, as far like people like comment on that video like this is one of the best Pokemon videos I've ever seen, which I don't think is like too much of a high bar, because I feel like Pokemon stuff is very like content milled. Bar like a few examples, I think of my boy Frank, who makes great Pokemon stuff, you know. But I think like if you think of Poketubing, I don't think you think of like, I think Poketubing has the same connotation as like Minecraft YouTube, you know? Like it's like high production value, but like there's not that much substance. There's still a lot that I like about that video and a lot of bits, but I want to run it back. Like I have a different tournament idea that I want to do in Pokemon that is like, it's to me, this video is very similar to this video where I learned a lot of lessons along the way. And I now know how long a video like that takes. I want to run back a tournament video that's more inclusive to different people's talents. Like it's not just competitive battling. One that's more broad. I don't want to give away the sauce just yet, but I have an idea that's in the works and I'm talking to people about it. I got Motion. I'm talking to Nexus, who's my fellow Pokemon YouTube coordinator guy, because he's been doing this shit for like 15 years, right? This one had to be 2 parts out of desperation, which fucking sucks. But like I said, I wanted to give everyone something to do, because like you join a tournament and then you're like, you know, it's like, oh, I did this whole tournament and then I got like 3 minutes of screen time. You know, there were some people like that, but I tried my best to not have that many people. And I definitely could have explained a lot more. I think this is one of my most flawed videos, but I think there is a lot of really good stuff about it. You know, like I think like a video like Sonic Racing is solid. You know, there's no real core theme. I feel like I'm just going through the motions, but like as a YouTube video, it's like entertaining, it's fine, it doesn't do anything, right? Like it's average. And I think this video could have been great, but a lot of it was holding it back. The end of the Pikmin Randomizer saga. There's a lot that I like about this video. There's a lot that I'm like, about. I'm trying to think where I want to put it. I don't know. It's kind of recent. It's kind of recent, right? Like it's kind of recent. I love the lighting, by the way. The idea behind this video, the ethos of it was, I thought Pikmin 4 was a bit of a flawed finale. But also too, the Pikmin fan base, man. It is just more. So I kind of wanted to do like this, like a little meta video about like, let's put it to rest. You know, again, when I talk about things that I want to see different in YouTube, and I think YouTube, people like doing the same shit over and over and over again, right? Like series have to go on, and people are they only adapt when they're forced to, right? And that's not everybody, but that's like a lot of people that like I study. There's a lot of good counterexamples, but I think like I thought about Pikmin like Nuzlocke, Pikmin Randomizer. I'm part of the problem here, and I was like, what else? There's nothing else I really want to do or say besides this. Like I like the idea of a video where like this shit needs to end. I do like a lot of the characters in here. I like Hannah as the weather girl. I like the idea too of all the Pikmin moving on except for me. I thought that was kind of neat. I thought Hannah as the weather girl, like I like the idea of every character has moved on, but they've done something that impacts the journey, right? Like Hef his character arc's complete, but he made the candy pop buds because, you know, he's like the trans Pikmin rep, which is, you know, a funny little concept. He made the candy pop buds that allow us to get more dumpies and eggs. Hannah's the weather girl. Weather's a thing. you know, we went through the whole blue team character arc, the Connor team arc, and so now Nexus is training the troops, right? And I think that's like, I like that concept a lot. I just think like the only thing holding back with this video is it's kind of superfluous in a way, but I think that's fine. This is like my Shrek 4. I think. This is my Shrek 4. Like, have his trans in the video, not in real life. Not in real life. I'm not trying to misinformation, but the Pikmin kind of goes through like a little bit of a trans allegory thing. You know, but this is my Shrek 4, I think, where it's like unnecessary, but I still like it. You know, I like the meta commentary that I did. It still didn't work on some people. I like the lighting. I like a lot of the new characters that joined. I love my brother-in-law voicing my brother-in-law, which is the funny thing about this to me is my brother-in-law is black. We're gonna make him play the Italian Pikmin. But yeah, I like this. I like this more than Pikmin 4 for sure. I just don't know if I think it's really good. But I put it at the top of good. I think I put it at the very top of good. No, I like it more than Pikmin 4. I think. Yeah, I put it there. I think I put it there. Maybe. I'm not sure. These two can move down. I feel like these are like an A-, B+ tier. In one of the Kirby Nuzlocke videos, he was one of the goons. But I like this placement. You could also do this. Maybe I'm more inclined to do this. I think I want to do this, actually. Because I think Pikmin 4 is bloated, and I think Pikmin Squared is a bit superfluous. But again, with sequels, I'm a little more particular. Like, does it need to exist? No. Nah, it's good. Spot on. Are you thinking this? Maybe this. Maybe this is the Great Divide. I'm thinking about how I would recommend these. I'm standing by this because I think Pikmin Squared is a step up from Pikmin 4. Like, I think like I have a hard time recommending Pikmin 4 to people because it's so fucking long and like a little bloated and like messy. When I think Pikmin Squared is like a little bloated. Like an hour 40 is fucking kind of crazy. Like a lot of stuff could have been chopped down, but I think a lot of stuff is like, I watch this back and I'm like, this doesn't feel like an hour 40, you know? It's more about pacing than length. And I think this could have better pacing if it had more time in the oven, but I like this video a lot. Plus, look at the lighting, dog. I cook with this lighting, bruh. Lighting's tough. Tough-ass lighting. Tough-ass lighting. And I think I just like videos where I get frustrated. Hi, Vandy. Hi, baby. All right. So let's get to part 2 of the tournament. I'll put it right there. Missed potential. I had so many plans. I wanted to do an anime opening, which I might still have the files for. I wanted to extract more from people's arcs. But here's the problem. Here's the timeline, right? It's end of October. I got done part 1 of the tournament. Next thing up is Pikmin Squared Randomizer. I don't think Pikmin Squared Randomizer is... I don't think it's finished in October, so I have to finish that the fuck up, right? Or no, maybe it was. I think it was, but... This is the first... Pikmin Squared Randomizer is the first video that I sent it off to have interspliced by Nate, right? Like, he's the first one doing the rough cut. Which worked out well, by the way. That was like an easy video to get done. I think I stayed up late one night But besides that, I was chilling. Like, it wasn't that stressful. I was able to visit home during Thanksgiving, and it did not stress me the fuck out, right? So Thanksgiving comes around. I get Pikmin Squared done. Probably could have done it a lot cleaner, but I wanted to enjoy my time home, right? Then we come into December. The idea was first half of the month, I get part 2 of the tournament out. I know it's going to do terrible because part 1 was terrible and part 2 is worse. Like, I already knew that, right? Because you need to watch part 1. Part 2s just don't do well on YouTube. I still like to do them because it's like fucking, I don't know. I don't want to do like a 2-hour video and I don't want to shave shit down, right? I think it's just better that way. You know, so I clicked on the wrong video. So it's December, right? I come home December 5th. This video is due on the 15th, right? I immediately get sick. I immediately get sick when I get home. So I'm sick. I'm like, I have a fever for like 4 days. And then my girlfriend's dad, he leaves the hospital. She's on a trip as well as her mom. So she asked me to take care of him. And he has surgery. It's fine. Everything goes fine. It wasn't like an emergency room thing or anything like that. Girlfriend's dad gets surgery. I have to take care of him in 2 days. This video has to go up in like 2 fucking days at this point. The timeline doesn't work out completely fine, but like, trust me, I had 2 days to finish this. And I'm very proud of myself. Oh, hold on one second. Thank you so much. Extremely proud of myself for getting this shit done in like 3 fucking days. Granted, a lot of it was already chopped up from doing part 1. So, but I fucking, that was like, we are getting this done. I don't care about quality. It needs to get done. This was an absolute crunch. As a creator, I'm actually proud of myself for this video. It's more of part 1, which I don't like with sequels. I want my sequels to feel different, right? Like, even my other part 2s, like, I think this is the quintessential part 2 because I think it has a very unique identity. Same with Kirby Air Rider's part 2, right? Like, it feels, yeah, it's part 2, but you're getting a very unique and different experience. Granted, I'm sure that Mario Nuzlocke part 2 is going to feel the same as part 1, but I think that's a good thing, right? But this was just a product of pure locking in, and I'm proud of myself for getting it done. The original plan was to get this up middle of December, and then end of December, I have another sponsor. We get up Mario 64 Nuzlocke. I did not get a second sponsor in second half of December. I think that was a blessing in disguise. I think it taught me a lot, because then I was able to visit home for the holidays and have the best trip of my life when I visited home. It was a healing, I genuinely say it's a healing experience. Because, I mean, I talk to a lot of my friends. A lot of them don't like visiting home. I am still very close to my high school friends. I got college friends I love to visit. I love hanging out with my family. I'm a family guy, you know? What the fuck's the matter with you? So, like, holy crap, Lois. So, like, I didn't have to work that much on that trip. Well, I did. That was the thing. I worked on Mario 64 Nuzlocke on my trip, but, like, it was healthy. I did what I wanted it to. You know, it was January 2nd. My girlfriend had to work. I'll get some stuff done, you know? And so it caused for a drought. Like, it was like, there was a huge, like, it was a 1 month gap between this video and Mario 64 Nuzlocke, which was not the plan. And so the money was not looking good. But I think for the first time ever, I finally, like, prioritized myself over the art and the money. Because I have high ambitions. You know, I want to start a family at some point. So I want to, like, you know, I want to get sponsors. I want to, like, do this stuff. And it's not like me being greedy. It's just I want to fucking live, man. We're playing life on hard mode. What am I supposed to be? Am I supposed to like the fact that I'm a starving artist? No, you should do stuff better, you know? I'm trying to buy that girl a ring. You know how much weddings cost? Come on now, dog. Come on now, dog. I'm trying to get my cheddar up. I'll say it. But, like, so this video is emblematic of a lot of good things, I think. But it's not great. I think it's okay. I think it's, like, fine. It's, like, a fine send-off. I think part 1 is just better in, like, every conceivable way. Like, I'm telling y'all, though, I'm running back this tournament idea. I am. You will see another Pokemon tournament for me, And it will be way more. If the first one wasn't your thing, I get it. You're probably here from Pikmin, from Kirby, from Mario. Random battles are so out there. You're probably like a casual fan of Pokemon. If anything, I will make something for the more casual viewers. I promise you that. I promise you that. It will be way more accepting. And then finally, the one. Another big reason why I was really focused on getting money last month was because this video is expensive, right? I hired animators and I want to pay them bitches as well as I can, because it's tough times. It's tough times for artists. What sucks is I think with AI uprising, that's a horrible way of saying it. Generative AI, because I don't think all AI is fucking horrible. I think we should have a better conversation about this shit, right? Like, it's like, you know, finding cancer and stuff, that's awesome. Generative AI. The problem with generative AI, I think guys like me, I think we're gonna be okay. Like, I think people that make movies and stuff, the entirety of it done in AI is crazy. But commissions, I'll say it too, porn artists, they're the people that I think are at like huge risks, right? And so it's like, you know, I want to, it sucks because with some people I couldn't, like, we'd have to, like, you know, negotiate and meet halfway, because I'm not like in a 1 million subscriber channel, you know, so there's like a give and take, right? But it was an expensive video. Like, I knew that coming in. But I think I showed this video to Scott, who I worked very closely. He's the voice of Sonic. He's become a very good friend of mine in recent years. He also made the song that was in the ending of the video. But I showed him this shit, and he said to me, "This feels like mission statement." And I was like, "That's like the subtitle to the Mario 64, like mission statement." I think, as you can notice, my last few videos I didn't feel good about, right? Like B, D, like low A, you know. I was like, I felt like for a while, and they didn't perform well either, and I felt like for like a third of the year, it's like ego, but like ego in a good way, where I was like, damn, I feel like I'm not like part of the conversation anymore, you know. Like, I want to, like, I don't want to be good, you know. I want to be great. Like, I want to make something that's like motherfuckers watch this, that like my like, there's a lot of creators that I know that know me, but they don't watch my shit. So I'm like, I want to make a video that they're gonna fucking watch, you know, and they're going to enjoy it. Like, they're gonna like it and be like, this guy's for real, you know. And I wanted to go all out, and I couldn't be happier. It's been a while. I've had a lot of videos where I actually don't like watching them back that much. Whether it be like, I think these two videos are great, or almost great rather, but I struggle to watch back because I keep thinking about like creative like sacrifices and like sloppy mistakes. There was none of that in Mario 64 Nuzlocke. There are some things I wish I could have done better. Like, obviously, like, there's like, I probably could have improved on this a little bit, but everything was intentional. I had time to polish the fuck out of it. I could watch it back several times. It actually was supposed to. I fought tooth and nail for this video. It was supposed to go up 4 days earlier, but the ending was actually a different song. And that ending is timed to the music that I use. So I had to like surgically, I was proud of myself as an editor. I had to like go through the ending, keep all the same shots, and like redo it. Like, it was like a whole ass editing project. And Scott literally made that song that I used like a night before. Like, it was kind of like a beautiful little creative miracle moment, you know? And while making it, I think I stopped enjoying a lot of the character. We need something more sentimental, I feel like, you know? We need something more epic. I feel like while working on it, there were some characters where I was like, maybe this wasn't that good, but I find, looking at the comments, that like everyone at least gravitated to like one character, which I think is really cool. Even the people that are like, you know, the hate comments are still like really cool, right? Like, there's some people that are like, there was some guy telling me like, you dumbass, like, why didn't you listen to Sonic? Like,
that tells me you got so immersed into the video that you just thought Sonic was real. You know, like you thought that you forgot that I wrote him, you know? And there's something really cool about that. I got to premiere it, which I haven't been able to do in forever, and seeing everyone's reactions was really cool, especially when people were hating on Sonic, even though they were saying the exact same things. Like, that's fascinating to me. That's fascinating. I thought even maybe I get comments where people were like, all right, all these like animated parts are too much. No, I didn't get, so in this video, in the Kirby one, people were like, there were some people that weren't a fan of the animated sections. People weren't a fan of the fucking gameplay. They were like, I didn't care about the gameplay. I just wanted more of the animation shit. I think the cinematography was way better. I think I have a problem as an animator where the pacing of scenes is too quick. And I had the time to go back and make like every shot last a second longer just to hang on that note. Well, it's kind of like anti-YouTube editing, but like I think it's like, I don't know, sometimes you feel those pauses. Like I think the part that always draws me in is the speech that I get to Waluigi. Which I don't even think like as a speech is that great, but the way that it's cut up, I'm like, damn, this kind of like, this hits a lot more. You know? I like a lot of the characters. I think they feel distinct. I didn't think I would get attached to a lot of them. I think Waluigi had like the most thorough arc. The fact that Waluigi actually has shots where he's like aura farming is kind of crazy because he's totally not supposed to be doing that, but it just kind of like was a beautiful little accident where I was like, wait, this actually looks kind of fucking cool. Like that was totally never, like that wasn't in the script, you know, for him to look cool. I think Frank, it was so dope to finally get Frank in like a big part of the video. Like, cause he's like, I consider him, they say in creative fields, you should have a student, a teacher, and a rival. I think Jace is a teacher. Copa's also kind of a teacher. I think Frank's my rival. Like, I watch his videos and I'm like, fuck. You know, like the Frowning Friends episode where he's like, fuck, that was genius. Why did I think of that? So, and I've been wanting to do something with Frank forever. And to finally have him cameo in like a big way as Yoshi, was amazing. And like, dude, every time I watched that shit, it made me laugh. Like, keeping in his fuck-ups was crazy. I have not watched the last few videos, to be real with you, but you convinced me. That's why I made the Mario 64 Nuzlocke, because people haven't watched the last few videos. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like I haven't made a video that's worth talking about in a while. That's really about that shit, you know? And I think this got me out of a slump. I want to make my channel so that way if you see Don doing like a Nuzlocke of another game, it's like, fuck, shit's going down. You know, they should really call it Slow Sam. I like a lot of the jokes in this one too. I think the only thing that holds it back is like obviously Smiling Friends is like a pretty heavy inspiration, which is like, you know, a little bit a medium amount, I'd say. I think the writing though, like what separates me is like this video does take itself very seriously, which I don't think like Smiling Friends is the antithesis of that. And I think like that's like in my eyes that like separates apart. Maybe that's Cope. That's Cope. Excuse me. People getting really mad at Big the Cat, I think is really funny because they were like, you mischaracterized him. I mischaractered everybody. Like Yoshi. But I think people actually care about Big. Not gonna lie, it's probably my favorite video of yours. I think everything was on point and I'm excited for part 2. Thanks, Flapstar. I appreciate that. Yeah, and it was just nice to take my time. And realistically, it didn't even take me... It's an optimistic video because like it came out on the 17th, right? But the video before that came out on the 15th. And I took a lot of time off for holidays and stuff. That's not normally going to happen. So I think without all those factors, I could have gotten that one done on time. This was a healing video. Like, I think this is the start of something good. Like, one thing I want to go into next year is to maybe stop making videos that are along these lines. Like, I'm not going to, like, top myself every single time, but at least in, like, subject matter and, like, trying something new, I always want to, like, reach more peaks, you know? Like, make videos that, like, people are, like, astounded by. My joke was, I kept saying to myself, like, finally, I made a video that's fucking good. Everyone's like, oh, and that wasn't, like, compliment bait, but I think for, like, the past, like, year, I felt like I wasn't living up to my potential, and I think that one was. And I don't even think that's my peak. I don't even think it's my peak. I think I can get better than that. Because I'm still a student, right?
the flaws and things are fine because if you treat yourself like a student, you learn to accept the flaws and be like, okay, I'm not gonna fixate on them, I'm just gonna improve upon it next time, right? And I think like it's not a perfect fucking video. I think it's the best that I've had to offer yet, but I don't even think like I think this is just like a step on a climb. I think 2024 was more consistent. I think 2024 was consistent, but I think what holds that one back was that year was there was a lot of sequels. I think last year was a lot more experimental. And I think like subject matter, like a lot of videos didn't do that well because I think like I started drifting from my niche a little bit more. But I think maybe the quality suffered not because of the experimentation, but because of like time constraints and poor planning and not hiring people. But now I have a great team and I'm excited to make good shit with them, you know? But I mean, I think as a year end, there is still like I love the YouTuber video is great. I think Donkey Kong's a weird one, but I love it. I love Kirby, but it was a very experimental year. I think there's a few sequels like scattered about, but I think Pikmin 4 was extremely experimental. Even though it was a sequel, it's like fucking 4 hours long. The random battle video, which I'm gonna perfect this year. I think I want to make a better version of that. Pikmin and Luigi's Mansion was really weird. So we took a lot of risks, and like, did it work out? Not that much, but like, I'm happy that I did them because it's like, you gotta take risks. Then if you don't, you'll just ask yourself, what if? And now I know some of these concepts are a failure, and I know what I like now, you know? It's what I said in the Donkey Kong video. Like, I think the best thing you do as a creative is just fucking create, and that's the only way you'll learn about shit. The more you think, thinking does you nothing. Preemptive thinking does jack shit. You just gotta shoot your shot with stuff and just see what happens. Thank you, Skinny Mini. I appreciate that. Adana-sans that you will. And that was my fault. I mean, that was something I established in therapy. Because what I did was I started... I can show you guys. We'll get really personal and stuff, right? Oh, wait. I probably shouldn't have shown all that. Here, wait. Let me pull it up real quick. What I did... This was part of my therapussy, right? My therapy. I made a time chart of how long things take me, right? And like everything that I do. And in doing so, I learned like but also I wrote down how I felt while doing my process. And in doing so, because I always thought like, oh, I can't hire an editor because I don't know if people can do what I do. Like, I don't know if I can teach like these comedic timings and things. But then I found out by writing down my process that I do like 5 rounds of revisions during the edit. And thus, I can hire someone to do the initial cutting of a video, and which is something that usually takes like the first half of the month, right? And hopefully get that part done by the first, which gives me way more time to work on shit. And so that's the type of shit we're ruling out this year. Some things had to get pushed back in order to make it happen. Like initially, the Kirby Air Ride 100% video was going to come out end of February. That's going to be end of March now. And I'm doing that for myself, but also so we can get like a good flow going, right? So I can guarantee myself by March 1st, the entirety of the video is going to be chopped up and interspliced, and everything's going to be recorded, and I just got to add the good stuff. I'll have a whole month to do that. I can polish the fuck out of it. I can make any changes that I want, because I'm like the South Park writers, man. I make last minute changes, and I think a lot of those times they're better. They're better. But as someone who has been going to therapy for over a year, it's still so fucking hard. But you're taking the steps to better yourself, and like sometimes the hard conversations they're hard, but they're better. You know, if you ignore your problems, they're just gonna linger. You're solving them, which is harder. It's ripping the band-aid off. Ripping the band-aid off stings, but at least like the pus isn't gonna fucking linger and get all disgusting. What's good, Not and Bill? How you thwacking, baby? If your therapist suggested that, they're a good therapist. I came to the conclusion about the editors myself, but she recommended the timesheet, which I took a break from, but now I'm back on it. Because Because that was the biggest problem, man. Is I fucking Don took. I didn't even have time to be me. Like, it was so. It is the worst feeling ever to owe all of your time to your craft. Like, I felt like end of the months were panic attacks, and I didn't have time. I had to like cancel plans with people, and it fucking sucked. Like, last year was rough as shit. But I think this year is gonna be something special. But you gotta have to work for it, right? Like, it's not gonna fall in your lap. I'm gonna work for it. But I think, you know, I'm in a good place now. I think I can start making decisions that are like more financially risky, but can lead to like more prosperity, you know? I think a lot of last year too was anxiety over finances controlling my life a little bit. But now I'm like, fuck it, dude. Let's make more financial risks. Like, you know, let's pay for animators and shit. And let's invest more. Let's invest into these projects so that I can get back more into my life. You know, sometimes it is as simple as just like, maybe I just don't have enough fucking time. Like, maybe I don't need to fix per se. You know, I think that was the big come away my therapy. The big takeaway. The big takeaway was like, it was like, I think I just need more fucking time. You know, I think I have a good mentality. I think I just need to like get back into living more, you know? And look, I mean, I'm doing a stream for the first time in forever. That's just for funsies, you know, that's not like contributing to a video. I haven't done one of these in forever. I used to do music streams. I used to be ahead of the game. I used to have a backlog of streams that was there. And now for the first time in a while, that backlog's coming back a little bit. And so I'm going to find a way to do this YouTube shit and try to become great. It's going to be hard. I'm trying new methods to grow. I'm sorry if they're annoying. Okay, but every day I'm going to be posting Don Out of Context on Twitter. And if that's annoying, I'm sorry. But I'm going to be trying to plug stuff more. And it's not because I'm like greedy or whatever. It's just because I believe in a lot of these videos. And I think sometimes with YouTube, these types of vids don't have necessarily like the most like longevity. I guess they do and they don't. A lot of my videos float, you know? But I think sometimes it's like, okay, I don't think this one got a fair shot. You know? So I'm going to try to like work smarter, not harder. You know, I'm tired of fucking working my balls off, man. You can't give everything 150%. You can't. Because that percent has got to come from somewhere. And usually it comes from your fucking life. But my girlfriend has been lovely and understanding throughout the whole process. And I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for this community, even though I like shit on everybody. To have a community that likes to talk and dissect about the stuff that I make, like it's some sort of like film. Or to talk, I feel like I have a community that takes this shit as seriously as I do, which is like kind of the best thing ever about what I do. Like people that are invested in this shit and like want to do their own rankings, I think like the fact that people are like, I want to do my own ranking is, I think like the best thing I think a creator can hear. That people care enough. I don't know. I wouldn't have that with other people that I watch, you know, and it just shows it's like, damn, this is like something that's like nice, you know. So yeah, I want to express that I appreciate that, but like, you know, I'm not trying to be like soft or nothing, you know. I still fucking hate all y'all bitches. All y'all suck my fucking dick. But yeah, I don't know. We're gonna try to push things. I want to try to do some videos that involve the community a little bit more. I gotta think of how to do that, but I want to do one. Maybe with Pikmin, but I'm not sure. It's an idea. Usually a lot of my video idea starts with a thesis, right? Like, oh, I want to make a crazy collab. You know, I want to do this like sitcom thing. I want to talk about being a creative, like with a DK video. I want to dissect the idea of dissecting a game, right? And I feel like one that's like a big community thing, but I have to figure that out. My chatter Pikmin been done before.
Oh, it's been done before, and also I'm not like one to do like a chat programming thing. I don't know. It'll be in the works. It'll be in the works. I'll be in the stew. I'll be in the studio. Always thinking, always scheming. But yeah, here's my official fucking tier list. Hopefully this link works when I send it. I'm gonna put it in Don Plugs. If you wanna make your own Don Shnack tier list, here you sluts go. It'll be in the Discord. Unless like I'm not supposed to be doing this, but I feel like I should. I think it's fine. I feel like it's fine. But it's in a plug. It's in a plug. It's in a plug. I can code. Maybe. Don instead of Doug, and that's why I don't want to do that idea, because it's like a Doug thing. He's a really nice guy. I haven't talked to him in a while, but we had like one pretty in-depth conversation about doing YouTube stuff, and it was charming. He's a good guy. I hope he's doing well. He used to show up to basketball too, but yeah, this is my rankings for 2025 end of the year. I want to see if I can find the last year's one. But I think, like, I don't know. I'm not like a believer in destiny. I think we decide our own fate. But I do think, like, I had to reach like a bit of a low point in order to make something really great, you know? And I think if anyone else is going through a low point, like, you gotta have a Kirby, you gotta have a fucking Random Battle Tournament Part 2 to have your Mario 64 Nuzlocke, you know? You call for a Pikmin. Also, what up? Also, I found out I have ADHD. I'm the autism ADHD hyper turtle. That's tough. You got the combo. He's doing stuff differently, kind of complex. I just haven't seen him a while in person, I meant. I don't really watch his stuff. Don, I can't get the rings out of my head. Please help. That was a cool hat. Thank you. This is my... I don't want to show off my hairline hat. Actually, I don't really care about that. It's more so I'm too lazy to do my hair in the morning hat. I like hats. Yeah, now I'm just thinking about the stuff I want to do this year, baby. Now I'm just thinking about the stuff I want to do this year, baby. We gotta see, though. We gotta see. I do want to turn that tournament I did into a video, because I have a really cool idea for the framing device for that. The Paper Mario one, but I gotta figure out how to brand that. That's what I hate about YouTube, man. I wish we could just make fucking movies and pay someone else to do the marketing. That'd be the dream. That'd be the dream. But sadly, that is not the life we're living in. But anyway, I think I've reached the max amount of words that I'm going to say. I'm actually going to stream again tomorrow as well as Thursday, because tomorrow I am streaming with the Paper Mario crew. I got to figure out, we got to think of a name. We got to think of a cute little fucking name for me, Astro, Cappy, and Bringle. We're playing some Fortune Street, baby. The stocks are skyrocketing. And then Thursday, I think we're going to do Mario and Sonic Nuzlocke again. I think we're going to return. I think we're going to turn to Sonic Nuzlocke. Sonic Mario's Nuzlocke, me and Nexus. So a lot of collaborative projects, baby. A lot of collaborative projects. But anyway, thank you for indulging me and me ranking my fucking shit and eating ass and smoking dick. I am going to eat my mac and cheese and watch TV or something. But anyway, again, really appreciate all the support this year. It's been a rough one, but we're going to make this one beautiful, baby. Y'all take care. Have a great... and always remember that you deserve to be loved. Who's adding me? There's no thumbnails in the tier list? What? Wait, how do I fix that? What does that mean? Do I have to make this public? Wait, no. Someone help me make this tier list yet. Oh, they're gone. How? What, guys? We're not done yet. How do I share the tier list, man? No, I need help. That's fine. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.